Hey everybody, welcome to challenge number 29. This is training number 1 of 3. It is a cold and brisk day here in London, Ontario. It's like -8, I don't know, feels like minus a million. So cold this morning when I got my coffee. Anyway, give me one if you can see Google on the screen and you can hear me okay. Just give me one in the chat box. Making sure everybody's good to go. 111, good. All right, cool. So, and let me know where you're at. I know where most of you are at. I recognize you guys. But let me know where you're at and whether it's snowing or sunny or you're sitting on a beach. Because I know we got worldwide here. There it is. Frosty Edmonton. Yes, definitely. That would be cold for sure. Sunny California. Lovely. Where else we got? Oregon. Toronto, and it's cold. Toronto's always so cold. Like downtown when you're walking, that wind just whips through all the buildings. It's so cold down there. Southeast Minnesota, snowed a little yesterday and now it's below zero. Yeah, it's weird. The weather's like, it drops super cold and then yesterday it was like 2 degrees, so the snow is melting a bit. So bizarre. Anyway, oh, Philly, right on. Expectation of snow. Jacksonville, Florida, Redding, California. Oh, people are piling in now. Oh, it wasn't even 11 o'clock, that's why. Okay, sorry about that. -37 here. Oh, that is so cold. Can you even have a hot tub in Edmonton? Like, will it work in the winter? Because I have one here, and I leave it on all winter, and it works, and I'll go in it in the snow, but -37, I don't know. Yeah, wow, that'd be freezing. Crazy. All right, let's dive in here. So first thing I'm going to do is the draw. So let's go and do the draw. For everybody who entered the implementation week, congratulations, one of you is about to win $100. So here's the screen. I'm gonna reload it, just so you know we're live. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Ooh, somebody snuck in there this morning. Nice. Good for you. Okay, 8 people. And now we do the draw. So I gotta find that random number generator. I should probably bookmark this because I really like this one. And what you guys are gonna do, where was that one? That I hit like the stop and start. This one? Nope. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to put, how many people do we have? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the order too. That's the order of you guys. I don't think, oh, we got 2 pages. Just gonna do a new tab here. Anybody in here? Nope, okay. So that's the order. So that you get, like, Roxanne, you're number 1, Karen, you're number 2, Slomo, you're number 3, Katrina, you're number 4, RG, number 5, Ellen, 6, Brian, 7, and Robin is number 8. So here we go. I'll plug in between 1 and 8. And what I'll do is I'll start. And then somebody in the chat say stop. Number 7. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brian, you just won $100. So what you need to do is email me, ppccoach@gmail.com, with your PayPal email. I should probably be more excited. Hey, you're on here too. Hey, this is like, that doesn't happen very often, where the guy who wins is actually on here. Good job. See, that was worth your morning coming out. You're in California, it's super warm, and you just won $100. So awesome. Email me, ppccoach@gmail.com, and I will send you that via PayPal, and we'll take care of that for you. All right, awesome. Let's move on. Congrats to Brian. Good job, man. And see how easy that was? Like, all he did was literally, he started a thread, and he said, this is it. He didn't even, like, you didn't put anything in it, but you know what? You did something. So you took some action, so that's cool. So you win. Good job. Awesome work. We're going to pay you. All right, let's go to here. Now, I'm going to give you a little visual first, because I had some questions from some people and some feedback. Well, I get a lot of feedback, and I do listen to what people say, So there was a couple people that were like new, and they're thinking, they were asking me, I can't picture this. Like, what are you doing? So I'm going to show you here. By the way, Funalytics is awesome. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you visually what we're doing first, and then I'm going to get into the training. So visually, we have this, and this is our product. So we'll call this a message card on ShineOn's platform, okay? So this is going to be our message card. So what we need to do is we need to get people buying this. So the way that we do that is we send traffic. So I'm going to go here. I don't even think they have this yet. Oh, they do. Sweet. I love this program. So we're going to basically go from here, from TikTok, to our sales page, and people are going to buy it. And then they'll get like a thank you page and an email follow-up from ShineOn. If they have any customer service issues, ShineOn will handle it. Okay, so we don't have to do any customer service. We don't have to buy anything up front. Most of you guys already know this stuff, but I'm just doing it visually so you know. So there's a couple components that we're going to have to build out, and that is we need quotes, we need niches, we need the designs, we need to upload them, we need to start our campaigns, which means that we need to create video ads for TikTok, and then we need to create a TikTok campaign, and then we need to hook up on this side, we need to hook up using our dashboard, we need to set up our pixel so that it will track and it will tell TikTok when we go to sale. So all this is coming, but just visually, this is what we're doing. We're sending traffic from here to here, where they buy, and then you make money. So how much can you make? Well, let's go here, just real quick. I call this challenge number 29, and I'll share the sheet with you guys too. I'm going to do another sheet 2. So how much can we make? All right, so the base cost, oops, my down arrow didn't work. So the base cost of our product is about $23, because we're going to be doing it's a message card with I use the interlocking hearts one with the mahogany box with the LED light. It's really cool. I got 2 of them sitting on my desk right now. They look really, really good. So the base cost of that I think is $23, but we can play with this anyway. So if that's our base cost and we're selling it for, say this, then our profit, like kind of gross profit we'll call it, is going to be that minus that, which is about $36.95. Now, ad cost. Let's say it cost us $25 to get a sale. Then our true profit, and this is before tax, I'm not including taxes in this, but our profit here, in this case, is our gross profit minus our ad cost, which is $11.95, okay? So we can play with all these numbers. You can adjust the price. You can't really adjust the base cost, but the price you can, what we sell it for, and the ad cost is something that is going to vary quite a bit. So now if we know that, and we know that we've got a starting point here, then we've got an increment, then what we can do is have some little fun with numbers. So sales, and then we could do revenue, gross profit, and then ad cost, and then profit, and then ROI. Okay, so check this out. So we've got sales, we'll start at 1, and we'll go up by 1, just to keep it very simple. So now, if I got a sale of 1, so I'll take this one, enter, and then my revenue is going to be this. My selling price is my revenue. That's kind of like gross revenue. That, and then my gross profit is, of course, this. And then my ad cost is this. Oops, right there. And then my true profit is going to be this in this case. And my ROI is going to be my profit divided by my ad costs. So let's go here. So let's go divided by that. That's about a 0.48 ROI. Okay, so now let's make it interesting. Let's go that plus the increment. You'll see what I'm doing in a second here. So with Google Sheets, if you put the $sign, then it'll lock it on that one. Then our revenue is going to be plus that times that. And then we'll lock that. You didn't know you'd be doing this today, did you? All right, and then gross profit times that. And a couple more. The ad cost, that times that column again. Actually, I think I screwed this up. Yeah, I did. Dummy. Should be B4 times the 11. So this, put my $signs in the wrong part. There we go. And then this is B5 because that column stays the same. That cell. And this is that times that. But this one is locked. And then this is really, I mean, you could go that minus that minus that. -4. Oh, that's not good. What happened there? Okay, that, just 1 second, divided by that. Okay, so we sell 2, that should be doubled. I got the wrong number in here. Gross profit, $36.95. And this is our ad costs. B11 is our selling price. 59. I got something wrong in here. What did I do wrong? Let me figure this out. B4, selling price. Gross profit is B5. Okay, so apparently if I have a $20 cost here, that should be the profit. Wait, $11.95, B7, okay, so let's go like this. That. There, this should fix it. I don't know why that didn't work the other way. There we go, that's better. Okay, now I just copy this. There, so now you can see how these numbers work. And as we make sales, say this is per day, right? So if we sell 10 a day at these assumptions, then we're gonna have a revenue of almost 600 bucks. The gross profit, which is that minus the base cost, is $369.50. The ad cost is 250 bucks because it is basically 10 times 25, right? And then the profit is 119.50, which gives us an ROI of like about 50%. So let's go like this, percent. There, 48% ROI. These are realistic numbers to shoot for. Now, watch this. If I can get my ads, I can get a sale every time I spend 20 bucks. Look at how my numbers change. So again, going here, instead of making $119 a day, I'm at $169.50 a day. So big shift, right? Let's say I raise my prices by, I don't know, 10 bucks. Oops. Now look at this. If I raise my price by 10 bucks and my cost per sale, my ad cost, is $20 to get a sale. Now I'm at 269. Now I'm at 135%. This is not really realistic because as your price goes up, your ad cost to get a sale will probably go up with it. So it'll be, say, $30. That's more realistic. Even $35 is even better. So these are very realistic numbers, and you can play with this whole thing. I'll share this with you guys on the forums, so you can plug in. I'll do it so you make a copy, and then you can plug in your own numbers. But this gives you some perspective and sets up some. Sorry, I was reading some comments. It gives you some perspective and allows you to set some expectations and reality. That's what we're doing. So the goal, I mean, the first goal is always this: let's get a sale, let's be profitable, and let's make like a sale a day right there. But after that, you can expand. So let's say we start at 1 and then you start scaling. Now look at these numbers. All of a sudden, if you're doing like 100 sales a day, that's some pretty wicked profit on that. Now your ROI is going to drop as you scale. So say this goes up to 40, but even still at 100, even at a 17% ROI, which is really low, you're still at $700 profit, $701.95 per day. So you pull in 7,000, your revenue is this before ad costs, your ad costs are there, that's your profit, and your ROI is that. So I'll set this back to like the numbers that I expect, which is about this and about this. This is more realistic, so $59.95. Even there, at those increments, we're going to be doing pretty big. But let's go back to here, because we want to get you guys at this point first, and then to this point, and then to this point, and then we just keep going all the way down until you're making big bucks. So let's go crazy on this. And if you wonder, like, is anybody doing like 500 sales a day? Yeah, they are. And for Valentine's Day, they will. Now, when they're doing, when you're seeing people that are doing like 500 sales a day, their ad costs are about here, and their margins are about 12%. No, I'd say their ad costs are about here. They're still pulling in a profit, but you can see that they make 30,000, they spend 18.5, they get 18.5 after base costs, they spend 17,000 in ads, so their profit is here. So as you scale more and as these guys do bigger and bigger numbers, the ROI actually drops significantly, but the profit, like that's in your pocket, actually goes up. So we can't really just look at the ROI number. Some guys are very happy saying, you know what, I'll make 10 sales a day and I'll pull in like a couple $100 versus this guy doing 501 sales a day and making $1,400, but he's taking a lot of risks because this is the ad cost per day to get there. So, and you'll see some guys that will actually blow this up even more. And I'll show you. There's some that love to show huge screenshots of their revenue, but here's where their ad costs are. So you'll see people that say, I sold 1,000 units and I did 60,000 in sales in one day. And if they actually showed this column where their ad cost was, I guarantee it's a loss and they just did it for the screenshot. So don't fall victim to those people. They're out there and they prey on everybody very badly. So anyway, that's a whole different story for a whole different day. So let's go here, 25, what did I say this was? 30? No, 25. Yeah, 25, there. This is realistic when you're getting started to hit that ROI. If you're doing crazy numbers, you'll get to like 100% ROI, which is hard to do. But anyway, let's move on. A good target ROI, that's what I'm saying. Like if it's positive, it's good. And it really is a depends answer, because if you're spending $17,000 a day and your ROI is 9%, that's good. But if you're spending $5 a day and your ROI is 9%, that's good, but it's not as good. So the ROI number will vary. The real number that you want to look at is the profit per day. Unfortunately, online, nobody shows this. They only show this because this sells courses and this sells coaching programs. This doesn't. Okay. So I'll make a copy of this and get it to you. But now we're going to the fun part, which is research. So we're going to just do some research in some niches, and I'm going to show you which ones I want to cover. And I'm not going to limit this to just one. Actually, what's my favorite one? I'll do this in a second. So let's go here. You guys may have seen this before. I'm going to move a little bit differently in this challenge because the last one I did, I moved real quick through a lot of stuff, and I found that people were not complaining, but the feedback was that they were overwhelmed. So I'm going to take this down a notch so that you guys can complete all the homework correctly and not be overwhelmed. And then I think this will move us forward a lot better for everybody. So let's go image, let's go quote, let's go URL, status, notes. And again, I'll give you a copy of this. So part of the homework is going to be continuing to fill this out on your own, but I'm going to get you started. So niche wise, we're looking at on TikTok is what we have to consider. So the main users of TikTok are females, like the majority, but it doesn't mean the males don't exist. The males are still there and they will still buy things. So we have options where we can target males or females. If we do males, then it's going to be like a to my wife or to my girlfriend or to my fiance for Valentine's Day. If we target females, it's going to be to my husband, to my boyfriend, to my fiance. What I've noticed, and my personal preference is based on a lot of experience, is going male. Getting the male to buy something for the female is easier as far as jewelry goes. So that's what I'm going to go with. And I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to go with the boyfriend buying it for the girlfriend. So I'm not going to do husband to wife in this case. I'm going to do boyfriend for girlfriend. But the quotes that you find for this kind of, Valentine's Day, they all apply. So you could swap out. It could be a boyfriend buying it for a girlfriend, unless it's something like "I can't wait to marry you" or something like that. Then obviously a husband can't really buy that for a wife because they're already married. But I think you get the point. All right, so let's go find some, and then I'm going to put a couple in here. So it's going to be boyfriend to girlfriend. So to my girlfriend is what we want. And I just want to see randomly what comes up, because you will find that there are a lot of, look at that. Right there, there's one. Necklace spring. So that's a Shopify store, which we're going to go to. Here's another one. To my girlfriend on Etsy. So these are Google Shopping ads. Actually, these could even be free listings. No, they're ads because it says it's dummy. So these are Google Shopping ads, meaning these stores, and that's actually a gear bubble necklace that somebody put on Etsy. I don't know how that got into the shopping feed. There's another one. Beautiful mom. Anyway, let's right click, open this one. Here we go. If I could give you one thing in life, I would give you the ability to see yourself through my eyes. Only then will you realize how special you are to me. Weird. Right off the bat, I'm not going to go with it because it's clunky and I can't tell how many sales this has, and I don't like the price. So when I land on a page like this, it just says to me that it's somebody who's trying. They're trying, but I don't know how well they're doing. Now, they might be doing well because I got quite a few here. Vietnamese office. Ooh, okay, hang on. I take it back. This could be a big timer. The only issue I have with this, when I see it, typically when I see low prices like this, I think it's somebody new. But looking at the related products in the store, it could be somebody who's actually making some waves. Anyway, when you're doing research, don't be picky. So I'm going to save this to my images, and then I'm going to go back here. I'm going to move this to kind of a new tab. Let's go like this. This is the easiest way to do it. I'll move this one over here. So if you do have a screen, just kind of block them like this. Makes it super easy to see what you're doing in both. So I'm going to insert an image. Oops. Where's my image? I'm having the biggest brain farts. There it is. Insert image and cell. I know you can copy and paste these too, but I'm a creature of habit. There we go. So I'm not a fan of this quote, but I'm going to put it in here because we need the good, the bad, and the ugly in here. Okay, and then I'll make this bigger so you guys can actually read it. Move that over. There we go. So the quote is, to my girlfriend, give you one thing in life. There's too much I, that's what I don't like about it. It should be a you thing, it should be an I thing. I will give you. It's kind of like, hey, you're dumb and you don't understand how special you are, only I do, and I'm better than you. Like, that's the way I read this. I don't know. I would not do this. I wouldn't do this quote. Only then, after I tell you, because I am smarter than you, would you realize, you meathead, how special you are to me. Like, how is that a compliment to anyone? So I want to put this as an example of a quote that I would not do. Then I put this too. So you guys can see what not to do. Now, URL wise, let's grab it. Necklace spring, that's cool. Kind of a play on Teespring. Let's paste that. Status. Nope. Notes. This is an example of a quote I do not like. It's almost like condescending in my mind. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I can't spell condescending. Condescending. I don't know if I spelled that right. Anyway, that's one example. So let's go back here and see what else we got. Let's go to best selling. That's the beauty of Shopify store, which is what this is. We can always find best selling. So to my amazing mom, to my boyfriend's mom. Wow. To my boyfriend's mom. That's weird. To my bonus daughter, to my daughter, to my best friend's mother. Boyfriend's mother. Okay. Boyfriend's mom. Oh, okay. So that's actually, that's first I've heard of boyfriend's mom, which may be a good niche. I don't know. Let's go by recipient. I don't like the best sellers. They're not fitting into my boyfriend here. Here's what I do like to see. Look at all these. They're covering every base here. Gifts for my, there it is, girlfriend. Okay. Number 2 is actually one that I was hoping I'd find, and we did. So here's a spin. Let's say, and I've seen this before, the boyfriend is an idiot and he makes a mistake and he cheats on his girlfriend or whatever. I imagine, yeah, this has got to be like a, hey, I cheated, here's a necklace gift. So when we're doing necklaces, usually it's like you want an emotional response, right? And you want it to be something where they get teary-eyed or whatever. So this is actually kind of a new sub-niche called the apology niche. So I love this. And I do suggest you do something like this. For hurting you. Sorry is a small word for the big mistake I've made. Yeah, they cheated. I know it's not your fault. What? And that's not how I would apologize for that. But anyway, and I'm sorry for making you feel it is. Ooh, that's just deep right there. Even though the past cannot be undone, I hope you will find it in your heart to forgive me for my selfish actions and the pain I have caused you. Now this is a ripoff of one I've seen before. Or maybe it came from him, I don't know. I love you when I feel like it. Oh, sorry, and I always will. And always will. Okay, there we go. Cool, so we've got an apology necklace. And actually I'm gonna do something here. Freeze these. So I'm gonna go view, freeze one row. There. Now when I scroll, it'll make more sense. There. Paste. Status. Pending. This is a good one. Notes. The sorry niche is awesome. The wording on this is a little off, in my opinion. Is a little off, but we can fix that. This is what I would do. This is what I would 100% do, because oh man. So there's some great comments coming in here. I love it. This is a great, Will, nuts and bolts. Yep, there you go. The low price seller, $29.90, is probably not using ShineOn. Possibly. Yeah, you're right. Does ShineOn have this thing? I think they do. This necklace. But that box is. Yeah, you know what? It could be another seller. Yeah, Love Knot. Yeah, that's it. How about branding? Is it worth it? Yeah, we'll talk about that in the next one. I call it the I fucked up niche. I was doing well in that niche until that beat banned my account. Well, the good news is you can do this on TikTok. And you can even swear on TikTok and they don't care. So not like Facebook where you're like in grade 2 and you're not allowed to swear anymore. Or well, actually my kid in grade 11 swears like a trucker, so I don't know. Anyway, great niche, awesome niche, good idea, love it. And we're just kind of picking on this guy's store, but he's really hit all the stuff I wanted to show you guys. So here's the next one. So we've got emotional, clunky emotional. We've got the I'm sorry. Then this one is a popular one that is funny and it's play on words. So I'm calling this one the pun niche, the sexy pun niche, and it works really, really well. So in the past, I would never even do this because I stuck to emotional because I was a dummy and didn't realize how much money could be made when you got funny ones too. So don't be scared to go out and find something, and I'll show you in a sec after I load this, where else you can find more of these. But this is another example of just a good one. So let's do this. To my smoking hot dough. My hunt was over the day I met you. You took my breath away. Now this one has sold a lot too. Okay, there's a question coming in. Again, do we have to put Happy Valentine's Day on this? I would suggest you do not do that because then this turns evergreen. So we're going to sell it in our ad. It's going to be looking for the perfect Valentine's Day to get, or it'll say like perfect Valentine's Day gift, question mark, right? So our ad copy will position it as a Valentine's gift, but our actual product will be able to sell it year round. So after Valentine's Day, all we do is remove the Valentine's Day reference and say perfect gift for your girlfriend, perfect gift for your wife, perfect gift for your fiance instead. That way this product can carry forward throughout the year. Okay, so there's a little tip for you. Status, pending. The funny niche is awesome. Make sure you do a few in here. Okay, so now this is one version, so check this out. I'm gonna get off this guy's store because I've been there too long and I don't wanna, I mean, the store itself is, it's just replicates of a lot of ones that have been successful over the years, which is fine. So now, let's put this. To my smoking hot wife, to my smoking hot nurse wife, to my smoking hot soulmate. There's the dough one. Right there, star seller, okay. What I don't like is when people copy stuff a little too close and they don't really put their own spin on it. This is 100% a ShineOn one. So if you look at this one compared to this one, to me, it's too close. The wording is the same. All they really changed was, I don't know, they didn't change it enough. So if you held up both of these, this is in your left hand, this is in your right hand, and they look pretty much the same. To me, I'm not comfortable with that. I would make a totally different looking design. Now, the necklace itself is different because this guy used this is ShineOn, I think. Yeah, this is ShineOn. And this is ShineOn, 100%. So the beauty of going here though on Etsy to find this stuff is we get the advantage of the shop reviews and we can see how many sales they made. So this one is a pretty new one, but I know the originator of this design. He's got a course out on it. He's a good guy too. He Aussie dude, and so everybody's copying him now. So the reason I'm showing you this is so that we can use these for inspiration, but we can take it a step further and we can say, okay, I've got my emotional one, I've got my funny one, I've got my sorry one, or like the I fucked up one, and then my funny one. So we could do what everybody else does, which is kind of what I did, is I searched for it and then I went and found a bunch out there that already exist. And then I said, okay, I'll just, make a copy of that and try and sell it myself. But the one thing that works best, and here's a prime example, is unique and first to market. So I think this is actually a gear bubble one, honestly. To my smoking hot workout partner, I've done some amazing workouts in my time. I've seen a lot of great assets, but yours are by far the best. I love you, your biggest fan. Now, only one issue I have here. Yeah, this is gear bubble. Cool, gear bubble. To whoever's selling this, don't list your image on here because I can just take this image without any effort at all if I were a jerk. And I could literally upload this to, I could crop that part out, but I could upload your whole thing to Gear Bubble. I guess I'd have to take the necklace out too. I could though. I could easily modify this very quickly and use your work. So I wouldn't put up the design like that. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, it's a good idea. So let's save an image of this. I like this image better. I'm going to put this into my sheet. So this is one that's more of a workout funny one. And I'll show you how we can use that in TikTok, which is where we're going to go. We do have the ability to target by interest. So knowing that, we can niche down a little bit if we want to target only people that work out. Now we can't target by marital status, but we're just going to make some assumptions based on age. Okay, so to my smoking hot workout partner. This will be a good one. I've done some amazing, this is really good actually, workouts in my time and seen a lot of great assets, but yours are by far the best. I love you. This is actually really nice. I love you from your biggest fan. Oh, biggest fan. I love it. That's good. Let's take the URL. Copy that. Paste here. Status. Love it. Good for a workout couple. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of like touching at the same time. So whoever did this, bravo. I think if you can start getting some traction on this, you're making some sales. You're going to do really well with it. So then when you look at shop reviews, it's always the whole shop. It's not just that product. Uh-oh. Oh no. I didn't hit somebody in the program, did I? Oh crap. Okay, let me get off. If that's yours, I apologize. It's a really good one. You did good. Like, so the key, what I was getting at, is unique and first to market always does better than trying to follow up and just copy somebody. So there's a lot on here. If we look for bestsellers, there's another one. Another mushy one. I'm looking for here. See, people are just doing variations of the smoking hot dough. Smoking hot biker chick. I'm so grateful for the road we have been on together. I want you to be my best friend, my naughty lover, and my companion in life. Being with you is one hell of a ride. That's really good. Really good. So let's open this one up. No sales on this store, so this is probably a new store. But good for them. Look at all the effort they're putting in. That's awesome. Yeah, here we go. Ride or die. Took the motorcycle angle quite a bit, which is really good and smart. Best friend. Yeah, so whoever's doing this store, keep at it. You will get sales. They will come. Probably want to turn on ads for your store. Just run it at $1 a day. And I know you're selling ShineOn. And you got the right idea. So you just got to get some traction in Etsy. I don't think this is somebody in my program, but the biker chick is a good idea. So this one, where is it? There's one I saw, Ride or Die. That's also a good one. Yeah, these are all good, but I want to find something that has a bestseller on it. So let's go here. Are there any bestsellers? There's star sellers. Free delivery. Don't really see any bestsellers. Okay, so let's go to my Ride or Die. Now this could be you're the spark to my plug, bolt to my nut, piston to my cylinder, key to my starter, and the engine to my life. Life with you is one sweet ride. That's funny. Ride or die. The first time our eyes met, I knew you were going to be my adventure of a lifetime. Thank you for being my best friend, my naughty lover, and the love of my life. I love you always and forever. Good. To my ride or die, when it feels like the world is against you, you always have me in your corner. Minor setback, get ready for a major comeback. Well, that's cool. Bad day, I promise you an amazing night. I'll dry your tears at the bottom, and I'll keep you motivated at the top. You got me. I've got this. I've got us. Okay. Wow, that's, jeez. Freaking life coach there. Nice job. Let's see if he's got reviews for this one. Nope. But the cool part too, when you rotate down here, you can see what's selling. So this person's smart. They're doing birthday cards as well. So this is a good example, but it's not about filling the sheet with just images. So I put a couple in there, a couple examples. Now what I want to show you is how we find those other quotes. So from say we go funny. So we'll go, here we go. Go to Google, look for this. We're looking for puns. You can literally put jokes onto message cards. And nobody does this yet. It's up to you guys. But when we're unique and we're first to market, we put a joke on there and then we give it to somebody. So if it's something like, what did the leper say to the prostitute? You could just keep the tip. That's funny to me, but I'm an idiot. So why do Jewish men get circumcised? Because Jewish women don't touch anything unless it's 20% off. That's funny to me. Like, you can put these, oh my God. Man. Oh my God. My boyfriend, I'm not going to read those other ones. Went to bed naked. I think he has a boner to pick with me. Like, hey, I went to bed naked the other night because I had a boner to pick with you. To my girlfriend, I went to bed naked the other night because I had a boner to pick with you. Haha, love your boyfriend. Like, you could give them that, and it's just something stupid and funny. Oh my God. These are, like, you can get away with these on TikTok, and what I'm thinking, and my whole thought process and what I've been testing is go a little crude. It will actually go viral on TikTok, and you'll get even more sales. So once you start testing and you test some stuff that's a little crude, some puns, it doesn't have to be this crude. If you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. But that's just like one example of, or even dirty jokes or not here, naughty puns on Pinterest. Let's see what they got. Think of how you can turn all these into to message cards. I read a couple of those. They're funny. Anyway, let's go with this. Let's go. Funny pun, funny. Here we go. Pun-stoppable. Love it. We're going through the hallway. Okay. Might not be the best one. Just trying to scan for anything really good. No. Did this load yet? Okay, here we go. Guys, when they hold the door open for a girl. Oh my god. So you gotta find something. Nice shirt. Can I talk you out of it? I kiss you in the rain, so you get twice as wet. Guess what I'm wearing? The smile you gave me. Ooh, this is actually, there might be some in here that you could build into a message card. We're like cocoa and marshmallows. You're hot and I want to be on top of you. Oh, right there. Okay. This is a winner. That's a winner right there. So I would go to my sheet now and I would say, no, I don't have an image, but here's a quote. To my girlfriend, we are like cocoa and marshmallows. You're hot and I want to be on top of you. That right there came from this pin. Let's grab the URL. Could be, possibly, maybe, who knows. That could be a winner. I've never seen a message card with that on it. It's short, sweet, it's funny. It's perfect in my mind because it's not too crazy. So we would actually, that might be one that I might use as a design to show you guys the next one how we do the designs. That might be one that we plug in. So this is where you just kind of, you Google around and you stumble on stuff. So is your name Google because you're everything I'm searching for? Yeah, kind of corny, could work. Do you like sailing because I'd ship you and me together? Oh, okay. You must be a keyboard because you're just my type. Lame. If I bit my lip, would you kiss it better? That's not so stupid, right? Stupid funny is what the category we're in. Something like that. And then same URL, go pending. So I just made a new category called pickup lines. And guess what I'm going to do? See if there's more in here. I lost my teddy bear. Will you sleep? That's funny too. Do you have a jersey because I need your name and number? You're perfect, but there's one thing I want to change about you. What? Your last name. That might be good. But here we go to another one. Think of these. 60. Oh, here we go. Guaranteed to get a laugh. That's exactly what I was looking for. 60 cheesy pickup lines guaranteed to get a laugh because I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them. Okay, so aside from being sexy, what do you do for a living? That's funny. Hey, my name's Microsoft. Can I crash at your place tonight? If they're like computer geeks, that's fine. Do you like raisins? How do you feel about a date? Oh, that's so stupid. If I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together. Nah. These are cheeseball, like highly cheeseball. Are you a parking meter? Are you a parking ticket because you got fine written all over you? Oh my god. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again? Here I am. What are your other two? That's funny. Or you could, okay, this one just gives me an idea. So you could say, well, you got me, so there, something cheeseball like that. It could work. Like, it's not for everybody, but so now we're into some niche cheesy pickup line type. So you can see where I'm just, as I see more and more, I just think, how can I put that on a message card and how can I sell it? Because really, the only thing we're switching out, the box is the same, the material is the same, the necklace is the same. It's just what's written on it, right? So it doesn't have to be super mush. It doesn't have to be, I'm sorry, I'm a cheating bastard. It doesn't have to be just funny. It can be cheesy pickup line funny. It can be, oh, that's sweet funny. It can be crude funny. There's so many different angles that we can go that it really makes it limitless what we can do. Are you related to Jean-Claude Van Damme? Because Jean-Claude Van Damme, you're sexy. Okay. If you were a chicken, you'd be impeccable. That's weird. Feel my shirt? Know what it's made of? Boyfriend material. See, that's funny. Stupid. This is like stupid funny. Cheeseball. Did your license get suspended for driving all these guys crazy? Okay. If you were words on a page, you'd be fine print. Oh my god. Did you just come out of the oven because you're hot? See? Stupid. Know what's on the menu? Me and you. Oh my god. It's a good thing I have my library card because I'm totally checking you out. I was feeling a little bit off today, but you turned me on again. There you go. Studying to become a historian. I'm especially interested in finding a date. Oh my god. Anyone who says Disneyland is the happiest place on earth is clearly never stood next to you. Oh, see, that's like sweet cheese ball funny. Did you invent the airplane because you seem just right? Are you a magician? Because when I'm looking at you, you make everything else disappear. Are you a camera? Because I look at you and I smile. Okay, not only that, we could take two of these and combine them onto a card as well. Okay, so is the creative juice flowing now? I hope so. I'm going to go back here, and before I forget, I'm going to share this thing in the group so you guys can get a copy right now, live on the webinar. So here, I'll put this in here. Live training. Okay, so I'm going to change this to homework. There. Now when you click it, it'll say there's a copy document, so you make a copy. So you won't be messing with mine or anybody else's, okay? So, to recap, we went through well, Brian, you won. And then we went through our nice little kind of explanation on a high level of what we're doing. And then we went here and we created our sheet and we looked at kind of what not to do. This is just a weird one. So we've got different kind of sub areas. We've got emotional, where It's like teary-eyed, like, oh, so mushy, I love it. That's where I've lived for a long time with this necklace stuff. But we've also got new niches popping up and sub niches by creative people. So the like, I'm sorry for hurting you one. There's a lot of stuff we can do in there. Then we got the funny one, right? Smoking hot dough, funny, cute, nice. Then we got more niche down, like kind of, I would call this like sweet, funny niche, like very niche. So this is for people who work out. And then we invented a new one called like the cheesy pickup line niche. So I think the cheesy pickup line niche, what does this one say again? Yeah, like here's one. To my girlfriend, we are like cocoa and marshmallows. You're hot and I want to be on top of you. I love you, love your boyfriend. That's really going to work because it's unique and it's first to market. So unique and first to market always, always, always kicks ass. If you just go out and you say, all right, well, Will said this one was by a guy who is a big producer. He sold a ton of these. I'm just going to make a copy, slap it up there, see what I can do. You know what? Maybe on TikTok you get some traction initially, but it's just people have seen it. A lot of people have bought it. So you need to take it and you need to make your own, put your own spin on it. And that's what it's all about. It's always about putting your own spin and coming up with your own quotes and making stuff that people haven't seen before. So we have to go with, we have to be very creative now because there are a lot of people out there. And as soon as you hit one that works, it's going to get copied. The people who are out there, they just, man, they scour Etsy because guys like me have trained them to scour Etsy. They know some other places to look for inspiration. So they go out there and the ones, I mean, copycats are a weird breed because some of them, they're just seeking the quick buck and the easy route. And they think that if they find something that works and copies it, then that's going to make them millions. But that's never the case. It's just, it's the wrong mindset. So don't be a copycat. Be somebody who takes inspiration from what you see and put your own unique spin on it and do your own unique design so that if you're holding one up in your left hand and the other in the right hand, they look completely different at minimum. Okay. That way you'll feel better. And then when it happens that you get copied for that awesome phrase that you came up with, which is going to happen, it happens to everybody and it sucks. The first couple times it happens, you're like, I'm going to hunt you down, ring your doorbell, and punch you in the nose. Like, that's how you feel because it feels like they're taking your money, and they kind of are. But the way that I've always dealt with that is to just stay ahead of the curve. So if this one, say this marshmallow one, which I'll probably do, and I think it'll sell. If it sells and it starts taking off, and then people start copying it, and then I'll just be like, yep, fully expected that, on to the next. So it's just a whole different level when you've been through it a million times and you've got copied a million times. Eventually you're like, yeah, it took them long enough. Like, what took you so long? Anyway, let's go through some questions and then I will close this one off with you guys got a lot of homework. All right, so okay, hang on. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. None of these allow personalization by the customer. On ShineOn's platform, no, they do not. On Gearbubble's platform, they do. So you could take this to Gearbubble's platform and do personalized message cards. So instead of to my girlfriend, it could be to Sally, love Brian, right? You could do that. And actually, this one that's on the screen, I'm pretty sure is a Gearbubble one. So it has that ability. I just didn't get into that because I find when anytime people have to take another step, it seems to drop the conversion rate. On the downside, on the plus side, taking another step allows you to charge a little bit more to make up for that drop in conversion rate. Because honestly, people online, the bulk of them are, I'm just gonna say it, they're dumb. Like if they see something where they have to type something in, they'll be like, how do I do that? And then they're on their phone, they're like, it won't work. And they'll like tap on their phone. Like, I've seen it. And I've got emails from people where I've listed products, and if they're personalized, they're like, it won't take my name. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, did you click on the box? Yes, no, I'm on my phone. I'm on my Android that I got from Uncle Bob, and it doesn't work. And it's like, anyway, personalization is good, but it's not as good as we think it is. Put it that way. All right. What do you mean by putting up a design and making it easy to rip off? I don't understand. Oh, I can't remember what I was talking about back then. Oh, this one. Yeah. So on Etsy, don't put up your design file. Don't ever put up your design file. Like, this is a mock-up, and it would be more difficult to copy than just saving like a design file. So the person who did this, actually having the necklace on it makes it harder to copy. So if I were a copycat and I wanted to do a quick and dirty one, I would download that file, that square file I had, I'd crop out the text at the top, and then I would just black out the necklace, and I'd black out the image underneath, and I'd just replace it real quick with another icon, and then I'd have an image file that I could use on my own account very easily. So that's what I mean. Cheese ball is good, yes it is. We've sold a lot of BFF designs this Christmas. Yeah, Best Friends Forever works really well. Do you have in the forums a video showing us how to set up a TikTok ad account properly? Actually, I do. The last challenge, I went through it. This challenge, I'm going to go through it again. And there's two more. I think it's number 18 and 19 from 2019 where I set it up. You outdid yourself today. Oh, right on. Thank you. 99% of our current products are personalized. Okay, well, there you go. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I know that it doesn't have to be personalized. It can be, and yeah, it's nice and it works well. But you can put out generic stuff too. And if you're selling 99% personalized, try some generic stuff too. You know, if you have the technology already to do the personalized, that's cool. But generic stuff does work as well. If you expect a sale to cost $25 in ads, how much do you expect a retargeting TikTok sale cost to be? There he is, my numbers guy. Are you an accountant by chance? Not a TikTok accountant, but a real life accountant. You guys will get that reference once you're on TikTok. It will be less for, okay, you used to be, I get it. All right, that makes sense. A retargeting TikTok sale ad cost will be lower because they've already seen it and they just didn't buy it because whatever came up. When you retarget them, you don't have to spend as much to get a sale. So anytime you're doing retargeting ads, your cost is going to be lower. 100% of the time, guaranteed. It does mean more communication. Yeah, so if, I don't know what you're selling, but if it's, actually we may have talked, have we talked? I think, I can't remember. I talked to a lot of people. Anyway, if you have like some store where you're doing personalization and then it's like, okay, they input their info, the order goes through, it goes to you, and then you got to do a mock-up, and you got to send it to them for approval. That sucks. It's a business model, but holy crap. I'm a lazy guy, and I don't want to do that. I'd have to hire a team, and then I have to be a manager. So I hope you got people working for you to help you with that. I don't mean it sucks like you're not doing well and it's not great that you're making sales. I just mean from a logistics point of view. The less friction I have, the better. So if I can use a platform to handle all that, I'm going to do it. Gear Bubble, I can make the sales page and then I can set up the product where they just input all the personalization stuff and then I'm hands off. There's no mock-ups going back and forth. It's just when they input their data, it just shows the mock-up on the screen like right away. Same with, I have a store where it's like the personalized metal signs and they'll input the info and then the mock-up shows right away, but I still get people on that store who go there and I'll be like, it's weird because if you don't select a size, it won't do the mock-up correctly, it'll just spin. So I get a lot of emails from people saying, so I input all my information, my initial and my name, and then the mock-up, and then your website just locked. Is it broken? I'm like, well, no, did you select a size? Oh, no, I didn't. And then it's like, so that little one step of saying, I even changed the add to cart button to say select a size first, and still I get people that are messaging me and emailing me saying they don't get it. So anytime you put anything in front of people where they have to do a little bit more, it drops the conversion rate, but the personalization is good because you can charge more so you can make up for that drop in conversion rate. That's all I mean by that. Used to be an account. Drinkware, yeah, okay, right on. You still got to do the files all right. Probably. Okay, how much lower? Like $10, $15, or $20 for retargeting? It's gonna depend, man. Like it's going to be lower. I can't give you a hard and fast number. I never can. I know you ask me on everyone for the hard and fast, like what's my ad cost going to be? It's going to vary. That's why I don't give it out, because my ad costs and your ad costs and Brian's ad costs and Roxanne's ad costs and Jerry's ad costs and Janice's ad costs, they're all going to be different because the accounts are different, the products are different, everything's different. If you want an average over time, I would say the number that we showed here is pretty accurate. $25 to get a sale for $11.95 for an ROI of about 4 to 8%. So with retargeting, your ad costs will probably be less, $20, possibly $18 to get a sale instead. Yep, all that is true. I have a team. Yeah, there you go. Right on. Mostly sell on Amazon. Customization is a way to keep off the copycat sellers off my list. And there you go. That's actually a really good plan, because Amazon is the worst. Like, you know, copycats on Amazon. Holy cow! It's like, isn't there like software out there where they check all the listings and they look for sales, and then that's how they make their pirated copycat counterfeit versions of everything they possibly can. It's like the Wild West out there, and unless you need some kind of brand registry or something like that so you can even get copycats taken down, otherwise Amazon's like, we don't care. Yeah, Amazon kicked off 600 Chinese sellers recently for that. Yep. So I do list stuff on Amazon, but I only do it automatically through that software of banks. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. I can't. Copycats are one thing in my world right now, but in the Amazon world, it's like it's almost guaranteed that you're going to be copied. So yeah, if you throw in the personalization layer, then the copycats aren't going to bother with you. Unless you're making a lot of money, then they'll figure out a way to copy you. But even then, I don't think they would, because they can't, because they don't have the systems in place. So anyway, I am going to close with that. We went a little bit over time. So again, your homework is right here. Oops, right here. Grab your copy of that. Fill it up, 10 minimum before the next session. So the next session, I do have notes here somewhere. What we're going to do is we're going to open an account with ShineOn. I'm going to show you that. We're going to do the Google Tag Manager setup so we can track our TikTok ads. We're going to need to open a TikTok ad account so we can get the pixel code. We're going to launch. Actually, we have to do the design. That was dumb. Got my list wrong. We're going to do the design. We're going to open up ShineOn TikTok. We're going to attach ShineOn to TikTok through the Google Tag Manager, and we'll do the design. And then hopefully we should be able to launch, because launching once you have everything up and running is really like just uploading a photo and changing some text. Not difficult to do. The Google Tag Manager is the hardest part, because the steps that are given are not complete. At least I don't think they're complete. It took me a while to get it. And once I finally got it hooked up and tracking correctly, it was nice. And then in the third one, we're actually going to launch our campaign, our TikTok campaign. I'm going to show you how to do the ads and then like the videos. And then we're going to launch, and then we're going to set up the automated rules, and the homework is going to be go to town. If you want to jump ahead, which I know a lot of you do, in this one, I know it's the Godfather email method, but I think it's this second training. There is a lot of stuff on ShineOn in here and TikTok. And was it this one? It's number 2 or 3. Watch those. There's stuff in there. There's also right here. I actually have to update the table of contents. I'm in the wrong form. That's not the right. It's this one. Here we go. There is a table of contents here that I actually have to update, but I think it's number 18. Yeah. Back in March of 17 and 18. There's TikTok ads. That's St. Patrick's Day. The ad, so I've advanced quite a bit from that training. Is there, but the video ad that I used for that was awful. It was just awful. I look at that and I cringe now. Just click on there, and then it'll take you right into the training, and then the training is actually in here. Okay, and same with this one. So find that one, Mother's Day. These are message cards. and then it's in here, train. So the details and training are always in the top thread. There you go. That was gear bubble. That might actually be, no, that's not. I thought it might have been a customized one. Anyway, you have a ton of stuff to chew on. You got a ton of homework to do. You got the forums. So when you go in here, I'll put the replay right in here so you can watch it and grab your copy of the sheet, get to work on the research, and then go back through the other challenges too if you want to jump ahead. Post any questions you have when you get stuck. That's why we're here. And we will see you on the next live training session. Everybody good? Good. Have a great day. We will talk soon. Thanks for coming. Hey everybody, welcome to challenge number 29. I don't know why I kept calling it challenge number 30. It's challenge number 29. Anyway, give me one if you can hear me and see my screen okay. I'm going to move this over. So you should see the ShineOn platform here on the screen. Everybody good? And as well, of course, let me know if audio drops out during the presentation, during the training, and I'll fix it. So, awesome. Now, I think I actually know where you're all at, but let me know where you're at and what's the weather today. We got 1 degree and it's foggy, like super foggy, like pea soup here in London, Ontario. So all that snow that we got seems to be melting. It's been a weird winter so far, very weird. I love that California. Oh man, always warm there. Ohio and a balmy 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Cambridge, yeah, same as me. Foggy there too. Super foggy here. Cloudy Southern California. Yeah, it seems like a overcast, foggy type of day, I guess. We got a couple more people coming in. I'll just let them trickle in here. And then we're gonna dive in here. I went through my actual, the quotes that I found, and I'm like, damn, this one is gonna work. Like, I can't wait to make it and like get it uploaded and run it on TikTok. So there are a couple steps that we have to do first. So basically, what we're going to cover today is you need a TikTok ad account. So go make one if you don't have one. You need a ShineOn account. If you go to here, I'll show you. You can use my link or just go to ShineOn.com. So if you go here, I do get credit for this. This is an affiliate link, so I get paid. It makes no difference to you. ppc-coach.com/ShineOn. When you go there, it's going to ask you to like create an account. So right there, don't have one, join and start selling. So you click that, then you enter your name, register. Then once you're registered, verify your email, you'll be taken into here and it looks like this. Actually, it'll look like this, your dashboard. They've got a whole bunch of free training on here. They've got a whole bunch of like info. They really took the free training route through the roof, which is fine. It helped you guys quite a bit. So, sorry, I just got to turn the heat up in my house because if anybody has that Google Nest thing, when you put it in learning mode, it actually drops the heat during the day because it doesn't think you're home. So anyway, so we have ShineOn, we have our account, we have TikTok, we have an account there. So I'm just going to go there. So step one is create those 2 accounts, as well as a Google Tag Manager account. So Google, can't remember the URL. There it is. Tagmanager.google.com. You need one of these accounts too. And when you create it, you're going to have assets that you have to be putting all your stuff into. So we can create a new container, and each container gets a container ID, and that container ID is what you're going to need. So I'm actually going to create an account so I can show you guys. And I'll call this one, just so I can remember myself, challenge number 29, United States setup. We'll go back here, and it's thesearenice.com. That's my URL. So let's go thesearenice.com, and the target platform is web, and then create. And now they give you all this crap. Hit yes, and then it's going to load up the container. You're taken into here. Now, in here, if you had your own website, you would have to copy this code and all blah, blah, blah. But because we're using ShineOn's platform, we don't have to do that. So somebody's already asking, can we do this right to Gear Bubble without ShineOn? You 100% can, and you could skip this Google Tag Manager part if you wanted. The only thing you will do in Gear Bubble is where it says tracking pixels and third party, you're going to put the TikTok conversion code directly. Okay, so I just thought I'd show everything from start to finish here. Now this little baby, this little code right here, that's what we need for ShineOn. Okay, so it says data layer. I think it says it up here. Here it is too. This is the code GTM W2W6ZWG. Go to your platform, go to storefront. I already have one in there, but I'm going to put a new one. Paste that in there, okay, and click save. So what that just did was it activated my Google Tag Manager in the ShineOn dashboard. So now what I need to do is I need to create all of the good stuff in here for that. So let's go to another, just 1 second. Oh, I forgot the URL. Tag. It's getting set up here. There it is. That's the one. All right, so we're gonna add tags, we're gonna add triggers, we're gonna add everything. All right, so now we're in here. This is your workspace. In here is where we're gonna put our TikTok ad code. So now we go to our TikTok account. I can't even remember what the URL is. I have it bookmarked here somewhere. There it is. We'll use this one. I don't even know which one this is. Oh, apparently I don't have permission. Let's go home. I have a couple accounts with them, and what I'm doing is I'm going to create an agency account so I can have them all under the same one. Oh, I spent 2 cents today. Wow. Which one is this? See campaigns. Sometimes I find too TikTok won't spend your money. All right, this is fine. This is like a dummy account that I use. So within your TikTok account, go to Assets and Event. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug a pixel in here. So we're going to go Web Events, Manage. And then in here, they have a little tutorial for you, but it's fine. We're going to create a pixel. I've already got one created, but I'm going to go back to the other one. I'm going to do it all from beginning. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a name. So this is going to be, in my case, I'm going to name it just so I remember. And, oh, type of installation is manual. Next. And then we're going to go to developer mode and then create. Standard mode means you base it on URLs. Developer mode means you base it on kind of like the old Facebook ads conversion code. So here's the base code. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go back to the tag manager. I'm going to click on tag and I'm going to create a new tag. So it says new, and this tag configuration, I'm going to click here, and this is going to be custom HTML. And then I just click paste. I'm going to move pretty quick because I got a ton of ground to cover, but just go back through the replay and just pause it as you go. Okay, so there's that. And for the triggering on this tag, I'm going to click that, and I want it to show up on all my pages on my store. So there's the base code. There's all pages. Click save. And we're going to call this, well, what do they call it over here? Pixel code. Yeah, okay. So we'll call this main pixel code. Save. There we go. That's our first one. So now on our store, on the platform, that code is going to show up on everyone. Okay. Now we're going to go back here. We're going to go to, now they have a couple of other, you can do advanced matching. I'm going to click next. Now I want to do a few instructions here just to show you. Open that up. I'm going to go back here, and you have to complete setup. You have to complete setup or it won't work. Before I do that, install this. So just click this to install the TikTok Pixel Helper, which is right here. I think it's this guy. Yeah, it's right here. You want this running so that you can check your pages. Okay, so make sure you get to this point. You've clicked this, it opened up in a new tab. You've installed the Pixel Helper, complete setup. And now we're basically done in the account for now. I don't care about that. So we're done with TikTok for now, but we do still need the event codes. So what we want to do, if I pull up a sample here of my products, all products, and then I'll go to, I don't care, this one. Just view the listing. So we want our code to show on this page, and then when they actually add it to cart, we want to show it on that page, and then when they complete the payment, we want to show it on that page. So we've got a couple different things that we got to do. Like basically there's going to be a view content one, place an order one, complete payment, and then add to cart. So there's 4 more tags that we're going to add. I'm going to show you how to do that, starting with view content. So for view content, I'm actually copying this from another window. It's because it's faster. You could actually copy this too. Okay, so see on the platform on ShineOn, every single product we have has this products and then / the product name. So what we need to do is go back here, go to campaign, make sure it's done. Go back to tag manager. Now you'll notice on my listing page, when I go to the TikTok pixel helper, there's nothing found because I haven't published my workspace yet. So if I hit submit and then publish and then continue, it's going to actually make this active. So now this is ready to go. It's got one tag. Now when I go to my page and I hit reload, I'll hit Control R. Should see. Sometimes it takes a minute. It will come up eventually. This does this to me all the time. But it will come up. It might take a minute to propagate. But this will show under the pixel helper in a minute. So we'll come back to that. Meantime, we're going to add more to it. So let's go back to our workspace. Come on. There you go. And we're going to go back to tags. And now we're going to do the main page, like when they view a product. So we're going to, for tag configuration, we're going to do custom HTML. And this is when they land on our page. This is the code that you want. So it's script, ttq.track, view content, script. And then for triggering, it's going to trigger when a basically a page view. We're going to add a new one. Call this view content. Kind of like the old Facebook one. And this is when the page view, and it's some page views, and this is going to be page path, contains the word products. So that's our trigger. That's our code. We're going to call this one view content. Then we're going to click save. There we go. So now when they view the page, it's going to show that. So let's actually submit this. I like to submit it as I go lately because sometimes I'll forget. So the tag manager is, it's like it gives you the ability to code basically. So when you're running tag manager, you're kind of like a code guy. So your tag manager is used to simply put in tracking codes into the ShineOn platform. That's why we need it. That makes sense? See if it's coming up yet. Not yet. So it hasn't propagated yet. Okay, so we'll go back here and we'll do another tag. Click on tags. And, oh, you know what? Did I put this in there? Oops. Let's check my storefront. Yeah, I did. Okay, it'll show in a minute. So let's go to tag manager. Now the next thing we want to do is if somebody adds to cart here, then we want our pixel code to fire here. So we're going to do an add to cart tag. So I'm going to go here. I can't really, or can I do a duplicate? I tried this before, I think it didn't work. No, can't do a duplicate, so I got to do a new one. And this one is going to be called add to cart. And then in here, I'm going to click that and click custom HTML. This is a code that's going to fire on the add to cart. Go back here. Just copying from another screen because I've already done this a couple times. Paste, that's your code. So you want to put that script /script, that's the same. tt.track, and then the only thing that's changing is this part. This says add to cart instead of view content. Okay, and now all these codes too are on this page. If you scroll down, you'll see them all right here. So there's add to cart. Okay, then there's complete payment, and then there is view content, and then there is initiate checkout. They're all right here, just for your reference. So let's go back here. Now, when are we going to trigger this one? We're going to go to new. We're going to go here on name it, add to cart, trigger. Click this circle. We're going to go on page view. And in this case, we're going to go to when the page actually says, oops, the path contains cart. So if you go back to your page, look in here, it says cart. So we want to trigger that pixel to fire when it says cart. So we'll go some page views, and we'll go page path contains the word cart. Save. Save. And then submit. And then publish. And then continue. So now we've got when somebody lands on our page, that code will fire. When somebody actually adds to cart, the next code will fire. And then what we want finally, or there's two more, we want to do when they initiate the checkout, which is, I guess, yeah, kind of trying to get here. Yeah. So next, when they're here, or when they're on the page and they click proceed to checkout. So if I go here, proceed to checkout, you'll see up here in the URL, there's the word checkouts. That's going to be on everybody's store, no matter what. So we're going to create a tag for that. So tags, new, and then here, oh, actually, let's go back here. Let's call this initiate checkout. Spell that right? I think I did. Tag configuration. We want to do, well, I can even pull it off here. So I'll show you add to cart, complete payment, initiate checkout. So I'll copy this code. I'll show you how to type this in manually. So it's custom HTML, and then we're literally going to put square bracket, script, paste, and then slash script. There, you just coded something. So that will be on the initiate checkout page. Click this, click plus, click here. We're going to call this initiate checkout. Oops, checkout. And then here, it's going to be a page view where some page views, page path contains the word checkouts. Oops, checkouts. There we go. Save. Save. Submit. Publish. Continue. There we go. So we got 4 tags, 3 triggers, 5 variables. Let's go back to the workspace and finish this off with the last one, which is they actually bought something. So when they buy something on TikTok, it's called a complete payment. It's not called a purchase, which I don't understand why, but I'll show you how to set this up anyway. So let's go to tags and repeat the process, new, and this will be just to keep it consistent with TikTok. So complete payment, that's the event. Then we'll go custom HTML. Now, back here, it's this one. So I'm going to copy that code. Complete payment when a payment is completed, same as a purchase in Facebook. And again, I have to wrap it in this script, paste, slash script. And now for the trigger, I gotta click this. I gotta click the plus. I gotta click this. So you can see how it's all the same steps. We're just changing the code that's going to show. Page view, some pages, and this is page, I think I did page URL, contains, oh, did I do path? I think I should have done URL. It's thank you, anyway, that's what it shows on ShineOn. I might have to edit these other ones. So just let me edit these ones real quick. Oh, actually, now I have my triggers. So let's go view content. put page URL instead of page path. I think it will fire on both. For some reason, it wasn't firing. So let's go page URL. Page URL, page path, they should both work, but just to be safe, we'll make them all page URL, see if that fires. There, so the page URL contains cart, thank you, checkouts, products, that's good. Submit, publish. I don't need a description, because I know what it is. I guess descriptions are if somebody's sharing it with another coder or something like that. I don't know. Beats me. So let's just make sure W2W6ZWG. And then W2W6ZWG. Okay. So that should be hooked up now. So now when I go to all products, I'm actually going to copy this URL. I'm going to try this in incognito mode. Oh no, then I lose my extensions. Oh, by the way, if you hear any construction in the background, we're redoing the basement, so they're kind of loud. But I ran another webinar earlier in the week, and they were even louder and nobody could hear it, so I do apologize. This is over my very non-tech head for sure. Yep. Well, that's why you're here, right? To learn some of this stuff. So it's really just step by step. Don't get overwhelmed. It can be a little odd to look at the first couple times, but once you get it, you'll get it. Like it'll just work. So now, I don't know why the Pixel Helper does this. I'm making sure I got everything set. I think sometimes when you create the tag manager, it actually takes like 10 or 15 minutes for it to show on the page. That's what I've been finding. Let's click submit here, publish again. It's like it has to propagate across the internet first before it'll actually show with your Pixel Helper. So we are set up correctly. We have TikTok done, like that's set up correctly. The tag manager is set up correctly. ShineOn is attached correctly. Everything's correct. So if you're looking at this like right away, you're like, oh no, my Pixel Helper is saying nothing's found. It will work. Okay, so if I go back to my old one, just for the heck of it. No, even that'll take a minute to propagate. So we're going to leave that as is. It will show up in here in your pixels, and you will be good to go. So that is the most complicated part. Google Tag Manager is really, if you're not a coder, if you're not a techie person, it will overwhelm you. Don't let it. It's just step by step. You got to think, okay, on this page, what code do I want to show, and what will trigger that code? And then in Tag Manager, that's where we enter the information from TikTok. So we're having TikTok, it's going to show this code on our pages on our ShineOn platform so that we can track our ads on TikTok. So when a sale happens, it'll show up in your TikTok dashboard. This way, we can use things like automated rules to manage the campaigns, as well as we can actually see, which campaign worked, which ad group worked, which ad worked, which one got the sale. So that's all we're doing is setting up the tracking. And you can see we did that in about a little less than 20 minutes. But there you go. Kaboom, that was the sound in my head. Yeah. Yeah. No, don't, Eric, don't worry. Take a deep breath. You'll be good. Go back through the replay. Just go, okay, what did Will do here? What did he click? This is why I do stuff live too, because you're getting the most up-to-date stuff possible. So there's no year-old training that you're looking at where all the dashboards and buttons have moved. Everything's where it's supposed to be, okay? So now, we have to actually make a design next. So I am going to use, I'm going to do two ways actually. I'll show you with my, no, actually, we use Photoshop, we can use Photopea, we can use Canva, we can outsource this. I think what I'll do is I want to do this design. So let me pull this over here. So what I want to do is, I'll hit Control Plus. This one. To my girlfriend, we are like cocoa and marshmallows. You're hot and I want to be on top of you. I love you, love your boyfriend. I'm thinking of even doing this one too, like to my boyfriend. If I bit my lip, would you kiss it better? Please say yes, love you. love your girlfriend. So I can't, okay, let's do a vote here. If you want this one, put a 1 in the chat box. If you want this one, put a 2 in the chat box. So this one says, we are like cocoa and marshmallows, you're hot, and I want to be on top of you, I love you, love your boyfriend. That's a 1. This one, if I bit my lip, would you kiss it better? Please say yes. 1 or 2. Oh no, you guys are split. Oh, it's literally 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh man. Okay, we need more votes. Come on, there's more than that on here. I know you're here. You got me in the back. It is literally going 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're split right now, 4, 4. Okay. Oh, there's a tiebreaker. Number 1. 3. Come on, man. Okay, it's 1. One's a winner. All right, so we're gonna do this one. It's going to be. See, we can run this both, and I think we will. We'll run to my girlfriend, love your boyfriend, and then we'll run to my boyfriend, love your girlfriend. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do first. I think I want to do boyfriend, love your girlfriend first. Yeah? You guys good with that? Doesn't matter, we're going to run them all, but just for this example. Okay, so I'm going to move this over to my other screen. Now, I need to make a design. So how the heck do I make a design? What do I do? Oh no, this is going to be so hard because, oh, I know, I actually have templates. So I can make designs because I run the template club and I own all these babies. So I can easily go to a template and I can go to message cards and I can say, that one? Nah. That one? Ooh, that's pretty. I like that one. Now, if it's going to my girlfriend, love your boyfriend, I can see that one working. That's cool. That's not bad. Some of these I actually don't like, but I put them in here because my opinion doesn't matter. This is the one I really like. Now, one issue I'm having right now is my printer is not printing red correctly. And I don't know if it's the paper or if it's the ink, if I'm running out of ink. So my reds are coming out like as orange. I got an HP printer. It's really annoying because we're actually gonna have to print this out and swap it in, which I'll get to later on in this training. But you guys like this one? Let's go with this one. So I'm gonna show you how to edit this in Photoshop. I simply open it and then I say, okay, since I have all this, go to layers on the side here. Now all I really need to change is this text from "You are amazing, I love you more than I can ever say." We're going to put this marshmallow thing here. So let's go to text, open that up. Let's go to here and let's go to the text tool on the left. I'll just highlight all this. So that one is 13.61. This one is 9.9 point. Okay, so let's just highlight this all and I'm just going to start typing. So we are like cocoa. I spelled that wrong. And marshmallows. You're hot. And I want to be on top of you. Okay, so now that's a little too big, so I'm just going to highlight the whole thing. I could even put that on 3 lines. Like that. Okay, so let's do that. And then let's hit the move tool. I'll just move that up a bit. Drag it over, make sure it's centered. There's center. And then I can use the arrow keys. I'm on a desktop, so I have arrow keys. I don't know if Macs have arrow keys, do they? I don't even know. Anyway, this is a template for my template club, so it's very simple to edit. So I can switch that out. And if I don't like any of the design elements either, I can be like this, design. And let's say, I don't want the background. I could turn that off. Look at that. So I can swap out the background too, which is very cool. Sometimes simple works better, but this is kind of cute, so let's go with that. So now I'll go File, Save As, D drive, Challenges. We are at number 28, 29. Crap. So let's make a folder. 029. And then make a new folder for your design. So we'll call this to my girlfriend. We are like. Why do I always want to spell cocoa wrong? Cocoa and marshmallows. There. I'll just save that in there. And I'm going to also go File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. Make sure I'm in the right folder. Save. Cool. We have our design done in using one of my templates from the Template Club. Super simple. I'm also going to show you how to do this in Canva. So check this out. So if you're not in the Template Club, you don't have Photoshop, you can't do that. You could join the Template Club and use Photoshop or Photopea. Photopea, which I'll show you here in this. Let me show you Photopea real quick first. I'm not going to do one in here, but it is basically an online copy of Photoshop. So you can, I gotta do a new open from computer. Oh, wait, let's swatch this. I can do a PSD template. They have some, but I can also open. Can't remember, oh, X out to here. File, open, and then I could go to my Template Club again. I could open that baby up. Double click, number 3. So this source file, I can open this and it's importing the fonts automatically. Oh, I opened the wrong one. But anyway, I can then do the same stuff that I just did. This is just a different design. So that's possible. I can also make one. So I could go create a design, custom size. I'm going to do 1000 by 1000, which is actually right there. So I've got my workspace, and now all I really need to do is put in my text and my fonts. So I'll start with the text. I'll go text, and I'll go with something like this. I don't know if you guys can hear that hammering, but super annoying. But the basement's going to look good when it's done. Okay, so let's go here. Did I screw up oh, did I put that wrong? How do you sell marshmallows? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, the beauty of this. Yep, good catch. Spelt it wrong. There we go, that's right. Okay, no sweat. So we'll go File, Save, File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. There, replace that one, save, yes, there. Good catch. Okay, so now back in Canva. Let's use some fonts here. So I'll click this one because I want to delete this part and just use this. So I'll put girlfriend like so. I'm going to move this up here, make it a lot smaller, move it over. And Canva's neat because they really show you all the guides and everything. And the other font I'm going to use here, where did my recent ones go? Where's my the one I use all the time? Where the heck? There it is. This one. Okay, so I'm going to delete this part. Delete. And I'm going to put to my up here and make it a lot smaller. Then just drag this baby up here. How is that centered? Oh, centered based on that. Okay. All right. To my girlfriend. And then I can go with this. I can do a duplicate. Move that down here. Make this a lot bigger. Where I want the text to fit. And now I can start doing this. Spell it right? Cocoa, yeah. Marshmallows. Mellows. Your alt and I want you to be on top of you. Okay, let's make that a little bigger so it fits. Alright, now I'm going to click in here. I'm just going to click inside and I'm going to click up here for alignment. Click it once, now I've got centered. Click this line, center that, that's better. And then move this down a bit. Now the spacing on that is not good, so I'm going to click spacing. Line spacing, I'm going to increase it a little bit. 1.25, that's better. That's more reasonable. And then down here, I'm going to do a duplicate. Move this down. I'm going to say, make this bigger. Love your. Okay, make it even, stretch out even more. Now, I think I'm going to make this a little bigger font-wise. So I'm going to select it all. Let's start here. Not that big. Actually, I guess that's good because it's pretty bold. Yeah, that's fine. Now, if I want some elements in here, I can get them. Now, okay, so I'm going to click that. I'm going to hold Shift, click that, Shift, click that, Shift, click that. Then for the position, I'm going to do the center. There, it just lined everything up perfectly. And you can do other things like left, right, top, middle, bottom, vertically, tidy up, all that stuff. But that's my basic layout. That's how I want it to look. Now, the real cool part is I can go to photos and I can go to, I'll even try this. See what comes up. Look at these, all these backgrounds. So I could set any of these as a background. Actually, that one's pretty cool. But I can do photo stuff. Let's just try this, I'm not sure. So click it and then right click, set image as background. Not bad, but I don't like this part. So I'm actually gonna click it, delete, and then I'm gonna go to, let's just try this one. Not crazy about it. Not bad. Again, the black is not looking right on there. So let's click it, delete. Let's look at, what about this one? Set as background. Ooh, now we're onto something, man. I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. The black really stands out. We can even move this down. So let's hold Shift and just move this down a bit. Then we could make this box bigger. So let's click off, click on here. Maybe we'll go with a little bit bigger font. No, that's too big. There, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. But then, so I could say, well, okay, I'll keep that in my back pocket, but let's just try this background. Nah, it's not as good. There's one other one I saw down here that I'm going to try. Keep this one in mind though, because I do like that. This one I wanted to just try real quick. The beauty of Canva, no. The beauty of Canva is it's super easy to do this stuff. Let's go, where's that other one? I found one other one. The other day I was in here and it was super cool. And of course now I can't find it. This? Is that too busy? Ew, that's weird. That doesn't even, yeah, that's kind of creepy. I don't even know what that was. Well, that's just Valentine's. We could do floral too. Okay, I'm gonna set this for now. And there are like floral ones you could do. I actually like that. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm keeping that. I think this will work. Make sure I spelled everything right. Okay, so now you're gonna go to File, and you're going to go to Save to Folder, and you're gonna create a new folder, and this one is going to be Add New Folder. Then you're gonna click Move to Folder. Oh, it's already in there. Okay, move, there we go. Now, when I come back in and say I wanna, well, first I'm gonna download this. Download PNG, 1000 by 1000, just click download. This is gonna go into your download folder on your computer, right here. So we'll go show in folder, it'll show right there. Now if I wanna change this, so say I wanna do one from to my boyfriend, love your girlfriend, then I can easily switch this out. But first I'm going to do make a copy. There we go. File, make a copy. That way I'm not messing with the original. And then I could just simply put boyfriend, love your girlfriend. And then the background of this, I might want to go with something more, I don't know, manly. Is there like manly hearts? Yeah, that's a weird one. But love background. Hang on. Let's just try something. Well, that's a template. I didn't want a template. Thought I had a background. Oh, let's go to elements. Let's go to hearts. I just kind of want something darker. Nope, to do it, you can hit this to undo. Try this. Oh, let's delete that background. Let's put this, set as background. That, shift that, that. Let's change the color to white. A little busy. Not awful, but I'm not feeling it. Let's try a different one. I'm just trying to find like a background that's more for a dude, but I don't exactly know what that is. Try this one. Place background. Well, that's not bad. That could work because you got the gray. What if we made this a different color? Oh, not gonna work. Put that back. Just changing this to a gray just to give it something different. That's not bad. I kind of like that. Now the letter spacing on some of these is a little too tight. So what I'm gonna do is go this letter spacing, make it a little bigger. Not too big, but there, that's better. And then again, I can make this smaller so that you can see that you really can play around with everything on these. I like that. I think we're in. Okay, so let's go File, Save to Folder, Save. So now we've got two files in there. We can download this one too. Download. And you can see that designs take a little bit of time to figure out, and this isn't as intricate as my other like ones that my designers do, but still, if you have Canva, you can do these very easily. So that's actually a kind of cool design. Good enough for me. All right, so now moving on, we actually have a couple of these. So let's go show in folder. I'll take this and this, and I'll copy them to my other folder. Oops, wrong drive. D drive. Challenges. 29. I'll just paste it there for now, and then I will move them into their own folders. So I've got that one, got that one, and I've got actually this one. So now I've got 3 that I can launch on TikTok. But first, before I launch it on TikTok, actually I have to launch it on ShineOn. So I have to go to the platform, which will go here, ShineOn. And now right up top here, we got create new product. So I'm gonna create that. And it is right here. And then I'm going to do what we got here? Got a bunch of options. So for the To My Girlfriend one, I'm gonna do this one, the hearts. I like them. And all I'm gonna do is go like drag and drop. So let's go in here, drop it, scroll down, continue. So now I've just launched it. It's gonna create it. ShineOn is built on the Shopify platform. So their platform is based on it, and if you run your own store, then you have to install an app. So really all I have to put now here is the title, just To My Girlfriend. We are like Coco and why do I always want to put an E there? You're hot and I want to be on top of you. Love your boyfriend. Now that's a gigantic long title, but I don't care. Now down here, I like to do this 59 and 79 just because I'm different and I want to make more money. So if they buy the 2-tone box, then your costs are going to be like this. It's going to be, you're going to make $59.95, but you have to subtract the cost, 13. So your payout in ShineOn in here will be $46.95. Out of that comes your ad costs. So you can spend up to this amount to sell this box. So let's say you sell it for $36.95, then you got a $10 profit per sale. Okay, now if you sell 10 of these a day, you're at $100 per day. And if you do that for 30 days, you're at $3,000 a month. Neat math, eh? Now look at this one. The luxury box, which is even better, is $79.95. And I actually have 2 of these sitting looking at me right now, and they are cool. And I've had my wife open them and my daughters. And when my daughters opened the one that said To My Daughter, they're like, wow. Like they literally said, well, I wish I could have filmed it and used it as a video on TikTok, like a video ad, because they loved them. These boxes are freaking cool. So it's $79, but you have to pay the base cost, which is automatically subtracted, which is $56.95. Now let's say it costs you even $46.95. There's your $10 profit per sale after ad costs and after the base cost. So you think you can run ads for $47 worth of ads on TikTok and sell one of these? Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. And yes, you will. So that's how that works. Anyway, you can put in a shorter URL here. We don't really care. The recipient is going to be, what is this? Gift for girlfriend. And the reason they want this is because they're going to run retargeting ads for you on the platform. So you're going to be lumped in with everybody else. So they're going to run ads on Facebook and everything. So you're going to be like, there'll be some days where you're like, oh, I got a sale, and you go and check your stats in TikTok, and there's no sales registered. That's because it came from ShineOn's retargeting program. All right. So basically, I hit this. I'm going to leave everything else blank. Publish. It's going to go into the queue for publishing. While it's doing that, I'm going to launch another one, because usually I launch one and then I'll walk you guys through one, and then I think you guys get the feeling that one's good enough. It's not. So now we're going to do the boyfriend one. So for the boyfriend one, if you scroll through this, we got a couple options, but this necklace is actually pretty cool. So we're going to click on this one. Then it's at the bottom here somewhere. There it is. It's this one. Upload your design. Boom. Great. And now we're going to drag and drop the girlfriend to boyfriend, one of these, which is right here. Oh, lost my screen. There, go back in here. I'm just on the other screen. To my boyfriend, love your girlfriend. Okay, so there we go. So different targeting on TikTok it's going to be as well. Continue. So same quote, different design, and one target's female, one target's male. All right, and then to a boyfriend. You can see on the preview, I was getting pretty close to the edge there. Cocoa and marshmallows. Top of you, you love your girlfriend. Spelled that right. Okay. And so just stopping here. Normally I would do a description. I'd say like, would your boyfriend love this? He absolutely would. Get him one now. Go ahead, make his day. The way these product pages are laid out though for ShineOn, just one sec, is they suck. So the description, it doesn't really even matter. I'll show you in a minute here. Sorry about that. Probably heard a drill going in the background. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm not even going to bother. And these two, I'm going to raise the prices because I want to, because I want to make more money. And I want to have more wiggle room for my ads. But you can see the base costs on these are higher. So the base cost is $20.90 for the regular, for the stainless steel one. And for the 14 karat one, it's actually $25.90. So if we run the math on that real quick, it's going to be $59.95 minus $20.90. That's what ShineOn takes. So there's a $39 margin. That means you can spend up to $39.05 in ads to break even. So you want to spend less than that in ads to profit. Okay. So actually, we might even want to go a little bit higher. No, let's leave it at that for now. That's fine. And this one is $79.95 minus $25.90, the base cost, which leaves you $54. That's healthy. So you could pay like $44.05 for that as well. So question coming in, can we use the templates in Canva? From Template Club, I don't think PSD files will import. It's got to be Photoshop or Photopea. Is it good to use the entire message as the title? In this case, I've been doing it lately, and it's been working. So, you know, like, the only real reason I do it, that's one second. The only real reason I do it on the ShineOn platform is because they don't put the description right below. They move it off to the side, and they put all their other dumb stuff on the page. So that's why I really rely on the title more than anything with the platform on ShineOn. On GearBubble, it's different. So this is to my gift for boyfriend. Yep. And then I'm gonna hit publish. All right, so that one's up. Let's check the first one we did here. And oh, hello, TikTok Pixel. You're working now, are you? You woke up, buddy. Good for you. So you can see my Pixel helper is working. The view content code is firing for my, and it's attached to my TikTok ad account. So like I said, when you set that up back at the beginning of this training, give it time to propagate. So it's not going to be instant. I know we think everything's instant online, but it's not. It takes a minute. So now I'm going to test this too, add to cart, and they're saying add that. Oh yeah, I'll take that, baby. That's a nice pop-up. Now, let's check my pixel. Boom, add to cart, working. Showing right, love it. Now let's proceed to checkout. Come on, pixel. Come on, pixel. Work. Oh, what are you doing? Going super slow. And boom, add to cart, add to, or initiate checkout. The pixel took too long to load. This could cause data loss for pixel events. Well, that's not good. Please place the code as early as possible in the web page. Okay, so it's given a warning, but the code is there. And then when they check out, the last piece of code, which is a complete payment code, will fire. So we have our code placed on the platform correctly. We have it attached to our TikTok ad account correctly. And we have 2 versions of our actual quote up and running. We did one to my girlfriend, one to my boyfriend. Now, if you wanted to get creative, I would say to my wife, to my husband, to my future wife, to my future husband. You've now got 4 more variations of this one design that you can do. And I do suggest you do that. You don't have to change out the design to do the to my wife one. So my to my wife one, that's to my daughter. Where'd you go? Oh, crap, I can't find it. So on this one, instead of saying to my girlfriend, you're just going to use Photoshop or Photopea or Canva, and you're going to put to my wife, and then you're going to change that to love your husband. Then you're going to upload that as its own individual one. Here's what I was saying about the description. So on the ShineOn platform, I got to rely on this more than anything because they bump the description way down here. So they bury it below the fold. So that's useless to me. So this is what they'd rather put. Which is, I mean, whatever. They're doing conversion rate optimization. They're selling a ton, so let's just go with what they say. That's why I do the full title on ShineOn. On GearBubble, it would be like title, description, buy now. You can see even when you turn on all this stuff, it buries the add to cart a little bit, which is not good. I think the add to cart should be like way up here on the page, but anyhow. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. And they've got all these, and it looks like a real store, and that's fine. This used to actually link out to Trustpilot, and I complained about that a long time ago. I don't know if they listen or not, but this is good too. The chat box, she'll just help. This phone number, they'll help. So the conversions actually with the phone number and the chat box will increase dramatically versus a landing page that doesn't have a phone number and doesn't have a chat box. Okay. So to recap, and what we're going to do kind of next is we're going to need to create videos in our next one so that we can use them on TikTok. We're going to launch a campaign on TikTok. I'm going to show you how to set up automated rules for TikTok and the method we're going to use for testing. And basically it's going to be, the way we're going to test is going to be set and forget because we're going to use rules to shut things off based on our maximum amount of spend. So that's going to be next week. But now your homework is to go and put up variations. So you're going to, just like I did, I found a quote, I made a design, and then I said, okay, now let's flip that from instead of girlfriend, love your boyfriend, we're going to do boyfriend, love your girlfriend. So we're going to switch up the design, make it a little bit more manly, and change the product. So instead of the interlocking hearts, we switched it to the Cuban chain. And now your homework is to go repeat what I did, hopefully with your own quote, and do girlfriend to boyfriend, wife to my wife, love husband, to my future wife, love your future husband, and then to my boyfriend, love your girlfriend, to my wife, or sorry, to my husband, love your wife, to my future husband, love your future wife. So there are going to be six products in the ShineOn platform made by you in the next 7 days, uploaded. You're going to have your TikTok account ready. You're going to have your ShineOn account load it up with 6 products, and then we're going to go to TikTok and we're going to test these out. And I'm going to show you how to test them. For bonus points, if you want, and what I did is I actually bought the interlocking heart one, and then I bought the Cuban chain one. So I have it sitting on my desk. So all I have to do is print out my image file, my design file, and then I swap it out and I'll shoot a video. Okay, if you don't have at least the Cuban chain and the interlocking heart, go buy it from the store. And like, even whatever you price that, it doesn't matter because you're going to get the commission back. So you're only going to pay the base cost on this. So go create this on the platform, buy it, buy the Cuban chain with the mahogany box, buy the interlocking hearts with the mahogany box. That's what we're going to use in our TikTok videos, and we're just going to swap out the actual printed part for each one we do. This will allow us to do unlimited designs and test them and have the product in hand. And for TikTok ads, the best video ads that we can possibly do are when we have some raw footage. I'm getting ahead of myself, but we have some raw footage of somebody holding the product. And then we use some of TikTok's like voiceover and sound, like the music tracks, to turn it into a TikTok. So that's going to be next week, but you got to order the product and you got to have at least the Cuban chain and the interlocking hearts, or whichever one you want to do. I don't care whichever one you're going to focus on. There's a whole bunch in here, like a ton. So if you want to do these ones, then fine, do that. If you want to do this one, the solid gold jewelry, you can. Actually, I am going to order this one. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's solid gold, so that's a good one to have. If you were going to do watches, you need the watch things. It's going to be harder with the watches because they're engraved. So you need at least this. If you're planning on marketing to females to buy for men, then you're going to need the Cuban chain. I like the interlocking heart, which is, if I click that, it's down here, the one I like. Oh, where'd you go? Some people might like this one, Forever Love. Some people might like that one. Some people might like the butterfly. There it is. That's what I did. The interlocking heart right there. So interlocking hearts, buy that and have it on your desk so that you're ready. When you get it, if you're in the US, you'll get it pretty quick. I would actually take your iPhone out or your Android phone, and when you get the package, open it on the phone. So it only needs to be like a 5 or 10 second clip of you opening it. And then the next clip will be the containers out of the package and you're actually opening it on camera. You're not saying anything for the first videos that we're going to do. I'll show you how to do all this. So there's a lot more to come. Questions coming in, and then we're going to close this off. Oh no. Oh no, man. Oh yeah. So I was going to read this. Your training today might as well have been in Russian for my abilities. I guess I have to lower my goals for being 1/10 as good as you to 1/20th, even with your templates, but I don't think that equals sales. I realize I'm lying to myself. The only success I had was with a designer straight to gear bubble and Facebook ads. But being man, having to go do this, I am too much of a computer retard. I think I'm going to stick to being a contractor. Oh man, no, don't give up. Don't give up. The worst thing you can do is give up. If you give up, then the party's over. The only way to guarantee failure at anything is to quit. So don't do that. Don't quit. Stick it out. It's like riding a bike. You're going to fall off a couple times, scrape your knee, and then by the end of the day, like by the end, after you learn, you're going to be doing it without any problems at all. So what I just did, and the way I just whipped through it, is because I've got 14 years experience. So when you have 14 years experience, you'll be able to come on a webinar and teach people like I just did. If you're just starting out, you're going to be like, oh, my brain hurts. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's just your brain playing tricks on you. Don't let it. You can do anything you want. It's up to you to decide whether you want to or not. So don't let tech stuff scare you. That's easy. Once you go through it, literally start the video and just pause it at every step and you'll be good to go. All right? Yeah, everybody starts at the beginning. There are people pouring in comments right now. Don't limit yourself. Have them partner with someone rather than quitting. Partner, how about partner on the forums with everybody? Start posting every day. Post a log. You know, implementation week comes. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. If you give up, you guarantee failure. You do have the ability in you. You're on here. You got on a webinar. You can launch a product. You can. And everybody starts at zero, and everybody feels an overwhelm, and everybody thinks, I'm not smart enough. That's, honestly, it's bullshit. So everybody on here is smart enough to do this. You're smart enough to join. You're smart enough to go on the forums. You're smart enough to come on a webinar on the internet. You're smart enough to launch these things. You are. Don't do that. I won't allow it. Yep. Like everybody's saying, just pause at each step. Eventually it'll come together. Don't give up. And you know what? When you get stuck, the beauty of this place is I made this little forums that I've had for a little bit of time. I put this thing up here because when you get stuck, you go here and you go post thread and you go, I'm stuck. Here's what I'm doing. What do I do next? And then I come in and help you. And there are other people in here who will help you too. There's varying degrees of experience. All right. No, your dream's not bigger than your talent. Stop it. If I had, I swear to God, if I had like reach through the internet and SPAC somebody button, I would do it. Nope. It's all in your head. If you're a contractor, so you're a contractor. You know more about contracting and building stuff than I do, but do you think you could teach me if I wanted to learn? Yeah. And you think I could learn from you because you know more than I do about contracting? Absolutely. So just that's all in your head, man. You can do it. Don't stick it out at least through this challenge. And then when you're going to get stuck, you're going to want to quit. You're going to have tech issues. You're going to have, what the hell do I do next? You're going to have, holy shit, that's a lot. That's going to happen. That always happens to everybody. Just don't quit. Wow, it sounds like they're coming through my freaking floor. I thought when the electricians were here today, it would be quieter, but I was wrong. Anyway, I'm going to close off with that. I think we covered a ton of ground. This was probably the most techy one possible. So the next one, we're going to cover the TikTok ads. It's easier on the next one. The first one was easy. Third one is easy. This one is the hardest one that you're going to see as far as training goes. And it's just because of the Google Tag Manager crap. That's it. It's a hurdle, but it's totally possible to jump over that hurdle and keep going. So nobody's quitting here. We're all working. We're all going to get through it. You can do it. If it takes you a little bit longer the first couple times, that's the way it goes. Everybody starts slow. That's just life. All right, I'm going to close off with that. I'll post a replay up on the forums. You guys have been great. There's been a ton of interaction here. And I can't wait for you guys to start getting your first sales from TikTok ads because you're going to get them because it's almost, well, we are actually perfectly positioned for Valentine's Day, right? So you'll see how, you notice I didn't put Happy Valentine's Day on any of these products. I'm going to in the ads. So you'll see next week. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll talk to you guys soon. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you in the forums. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody. I am so sorry for being late. We're running about half an hour behind. Just give me one, first of all, if you can hear me okay and see my screen. Should see TikTok Ads Manager on there. And good. And so, just real quick, contractor had an issue with shower installation. So it actually was a mixer valve that was broken that the wife had bought, and it was the whole unit was returned to Home Depot, and Home Depot just put it back on the shelf instead of like scrapping it. So an internal part was snapped in half, and Home Depot sold it anyway. So it took about an hour. I went at 10:30. Took about an hour for the Home Depot guy to figure it out. And anyway, end up got the replacement part. It's all good now. So we are ready to go. So I'm sorry for the delay. All right, let me know where you're at and what the weather's doing there today before we get going. And we're gonna dive in. We've got a lot to cover. Where's everybody at? It's London here, as you know. It's freezing, -12 today, and we're supposed to get 35 centimeters this afternoon of snow. So well, that's gonna be awesome because my snowmobile is just sitting there waiting patiently for some snow here. Edmonton, -8 and raining. Ohio, cold. Redding, California, sunny and 70 degrees. Lovely. Redding, is that up in the north part of California? Can't remember. All right. Okay, so here's what we got to do. We have our, just to review, we've kind of gone through this so far. I'll go to my docs. So my little plans here. So we kind of did the goal, the niches, the research, gave some homework in the first webinar. In this one, or number 2, we created the account, created the pixel completely, created a ShineOn account, did the Google Tag Manager thing, which is very confusing to a lot of people, but possible. Did up a design using, I think we used Canva. I hope I have that design. Launched on ShineOn, and then for video, you need to order one. So obviously I don't have one in yet because I'm in Canada. So I'm going to show you a workaround for when you do not have one in yet that you can still test even without the actual product in hand. So today, what we're going to do is the video ad. Then we're going to launch, then we're going to set up some rules, and then we're going to sign some homework. And then the next one is like, the next week is implementation week, where you take all this great information, you digest it, and you implement it. And then if you start that implementation week thread, you're going to win $100 when I do the random draw on the next live training session, which will be, we're right here. So implementation week's here, so that'll be on the 3rd. On February 3rd will be the next live training session for the next challenge, and that's where I'll do the draw for $100 for the winner of this one. Okay, so the biggest issue with TikTok, not issue, but hurdle, is the ads. It is difficult to make the ads when you've never made an ad before. So don't let that stop you though. So the number one way to do it is to just order the product and have it in hand, and then take like a 15 or 20 second video on your iPhone or Android phone of raw footage of just you and the actual box. And then you can use the TikTok app to do voiceovers if you want. Or you could even shoot a video of just you saying, hey, I got this for my girlfriend. This is what it says. I think she'll love it. What do you think? You could do that too, very easily. So that's the best way. Then you can also outsource this too. So if you have it, like we've got our product up, but we don't have the product in hand right now. So we can go to these places. Now these are going to take a while too. Remember this place, billow.app. So you can order video ads here, and you will actually be creating a task inside the dashboard, and then the creators will apply to your task. You pick the creator you like, and then you actually send them the product, and they will create the video for you. This is more when you're scaling a product, you want to get real people to be like holding it in their hand and saying how great it is and all that good stuff. There's also this one, another dude. This one, another company does the same thing. UGC is what they're called, user generated content. But they charge like $100 for one, $200 for 3. But when you're scaling, that's a really good thing. So these two companies are very good. There's also Fiverr that you can use if you do not want to do ads yourself. And you can go here and you go TikTok ads. And actually, this is there are a lot of really good ones on here that you can get for cheap too. I'll create TikTok ads, TikTok videos, marketing and promotion for $13. Viral video ads. I'll create viral TikTok ads in 24 hours. Like, yeah, super cool. So if you don't want to edit the ad yourself, you can do this. There's also the actual editor right in the TikTok Ads Manager, which is what I'm going to show you today. And then, of course, there's the TikTok app. So I'm going to show you this. When I was learning how to create my ads in TikTok, what I did is I went here and I said, how to create a TikTok video. So that's all I'm doing. And there are a boatload of them on here. Now, if you want to do this instead, put add video. There you go. How I create viral video ads from TikTok. How to create a TikTok video ad in 2021. TikTok ads, full beginner's guide in 20 minutes. So, and actually I do have a video too of me just recording my phone that I'm probably going to put on my channel for you guys as well. But all of these are ways that you can learn to use the app. So you do need to download the app and put it on your phone. If you go to TikTok on your desktop, which you can upload a video here. You just don't have the same options that you do inside of the app. So the app on your phone is the best way to do it. This is kind of just when you're uploading a TikTok, but it doesn't give you the voiceover stuff. It doesn't give you the filters. It doesn't give you the editor that you can get inside the TikTok app. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different ways to do this. There's also another one, which I'll show you. You can use Canva to create TikTok ads. Watch this. It's going to be a video, but TikTok ad video is the same thing because they are the same thing. So if you saw one of these that you liked, say this one, or the wave one, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to actually, 7 seconds. Okay, I can't remember what my product was. I had a brain fart here. Let me log in. Boy. This is years of crap on here. ShineOn, no, demo account. Yeah, that's it. Is that the one? Probably the wrong one. This one we did? Yeah, to my girlfriend. Okay, oh, look at that, hit the right account. So, if I want to do one of these, which I'll open this and I'll just click this. So if I want to sell this, like to my girlfriend, and I want to use a Canva video, well, what are good ways to do this? So we need something that a dude would be attracted to, which I think a chick in a bikini on a wave would definitely get a guy's attention. So here, let me show you real quick, just a demo of Canva. What to get my girl Valentine's Day gift. Check that out. Best gift for a girlfriend for Valentine's Day. And then what we could do is we could add some images. So let's grab an image. Show you how easy this is. So let's go with, where's my mahogany box? Oh, there it is. My mahogany box is right there. And then I'm going to save this. And I'm going to put that in images. Then I'm going to go back to Canva. I'm going to upload that. Upload media. D drive. Where are the images? This one. Now, you'll notice there's a white background on this. So I click it. And now watch this. Right click. Oh, sorry. Edit image. Remove background. This is so cool. So easy. So awesome. And it just removed the background. Is that not freaking cool? Watch this now. Oh, you didn't remove the background, you bugger. Oh, I didn't hit apply. That, okay. What is this? Apply. Of course I want it applied. Come on, man. Look at that. That right there is a TikTok video ad. And it looks like I'm a pro, but I'm not. I can actually switch this out too. I can put this more in the middle, but I do want to see her. So maybe what I'll do is move it here a little bit. There we go. It's that easy. I think centered's better. But anyway, the point of this is that you have no excuse to do this. So let's do that. I think I cut her head off. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I want to see her. Go up a bit. There, try that. And I could even put more like get her one, she'll love it. But I'm going to put that in the... move this up. Oh, do I want to move it up? No, just leave it there. So on TikTok, we got to remember there's like a logo over here. There's a bunch of writing down here. There's a button that's going to be here. There's some stuff on this side, like the hearts and the likes and the comments stuff is down here. So I think I will move this over just a hair. Okay, and I'm going to download this. Well, actually, I'm going to save this first. File, save to folder, and I'm going to call this create new. Oh, do I already have challenge 29 in here? Yeah, I do. Oh, good. Save. And then I'm going to download this. And it's coming. Now, that is just raw kind of footage, but it's got the neat typing thing on it to get somebody's attention. And what I'll do now is I'll use this video and I'll just put different text on it. Or, sorry, music. I'll attach different music to it, and that's how I can split test it. So check this out. I could even put like, get her this now. Maybe I will. Let's just try that. Put something like, obviously I don't want it that big, but well, it's super tiny. There, super ugly, and ugly works. I like that one even better. So I'm gonna download that. Well, let's save that. Save. Download. MP4. What else do we got? Yep, MP4 is what I want. So I've got my base video, and now I can also do another one if I wanted. So I can go back home, or I can go to templates. I can go to TikTok video again. See if there's anything else that sticks out, like hearts or something, or sunset. Even search over here. Oh, there's even ad. Look at that theme ad. I think stuff went, though that's kind of cool, but stuff where you have real people on there probably work better. So check this out. So that is what? How long is this one? 13 seconds. Watch this. So you can say, starts off with casual gift ideas. We'll say let's make this a little bit smaller. Now this is just a different concept, but check this out. If I go, I'll start at the beginning. So we got a woman sitting there. Okay. Need a gift for her. I'm gonna test this. I'm not even gonna put my product on here because this is like a blind click, but it could work. I'm gonna test it. Save to folder. Just make sure you put shop now as the actual thing. There's another one. Then I could go with back home. Do another one. Kind of want. I could do a blank one too if I wanted. But look for something, anything that stands out as you're scrolling through. What's this one? Chain of clothes, okay. These are weird. What's that? Oh, high stuff, okay. High stuff. I'm just trying to find ones that have more. I could still do this one, it keeps coming in here. Very simple. There, another one with a girl in it. So what I'm going to say is, oh, this one has music already. Maybe I will add the thing on this. I don't know where, up in the corner, right here. And let's edit that, remove the background, apply. I think you get my point here. That it does not, that one already has music, so I'm gonna put file. I know you guys can't hear it, but save to folder, save, download that one. I can even turn off the music, I think. Somehow there's a way to remove the music. But the music's fine. Alright, so we've got 3 videos now, and that didn't take very long to do. Yeah, you do need to get Canva if you don't have it. And if you don't have it, use my affiliate link, willhaimerl.com/Canva. Boom, use mine. I can't refer myself, but if you go to willhaimerl.com/Canva, you'll get it. And if you guys notice, I am building out my personal brand too, because I'm branching off into a couple other areas that are separate from print on demand in 2022. The PPC coach will always be there. It's not going anywhere, but I'm expanding my my reach and my everything. So we've got 3 videos here that are, I mean, are they cheeseball? Some of them. Are they super high quality? No. Do they have to be? No. That's the thing. They do not have to be. The only thing I want to do is get a guy looking at it. So what do guys look at? They look at nice looking women. I'm sorry, but that's what guys do. So if on TikTok especially, if I can get a nice looking woman and I didn't have to pay like a whole bunch of money for an ad, being, you know, $59 or $100 or $300 to get her to create one, then that's perfect. I mean, unless you know a really good looking woman or you are a really good looking woman, if you're a really good looking woman, do your own. You'll get a ton and you'll save a ton of money. I unfortunately am not a good looking woman. I'm a great looking man, but I'm not a good looking woman. So it doesn't work for me. So I got to go here and I got to make this. But Canva they're taking over. Like I still use Photoshop a bit, but man, Canva is it's really, really good. Okay, so you can see the whole reason I did this is because people do say, okay, I ordered it, it's not here yet, I'm kind of stalled, I can't do anything, I twiddle my thumbs. No, you don't. You just go, option A is order it and shoot the video. Option B is go to Canva and create a video. Or go to any of those companies that I said, so that we can then go to our account and we can create this baby. So here's what I want to sell right here to my girlfriend. We are like cocoa and marshmallows. You're hot and I want to be on top of you. Love your boyfriend. I feel this is going to be kick ass on TikTok. So we've got our pixel place. We've got all that done. Now what we need to is to fire some traffic at it. So go into your TikTok account and we're going to create a campaign here. So I got a couple. Oh, are these running? Oh shit. I don't know what that is. Daughter. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got something else to cover for this to remind me about the troubleshooting part. So we're going to create a campaign. I guess this is number 5 in this one. I didn't even know those were running. Oops. Smart. So campaign conversions. Scroll down. Go like this. This is number 5 for me. So I'm going to go the date, January 20th/22. And then I'm going to grab the name right from here. Oops, right from here. Which is a really long one, but that's okay. This way I know what I'm promoting. Now, I'm going to use this. I'm going to set the daily at 50. So I'm going to use the CBO so that the budget is spread amongst all the different ones. Bid strategy, you leave that alone. Continue. And now I'm going to go here. I'm going to leave the ad group name alone. Website, external site. Click here. Your pixel should show. There is. Are you on here? There was a lady who's having some trouble here. She's hitting refresh and everything, and nothing was working. The pixel wouldn't show. So if that happens, just go create a new one, and you kind of have to redo your base code in your tag manager if that happens, but it should be in there. I'm not sure why hers wasn't, but so in this case it's challenge 29. Optimization event is always complete payment. So there are other options like view content, add to cart, place an order, but complete payment is the most powerful one. It's also the most expensive one, and it's also the one that takes the most time to get going. For some stupid reason, when you create a TikTok campaign, it's either going to fire up right away or it's going to take 5 to 7 days before traffic starts. Why there's a lag in there, I have zero clue. I don't know, but I've seen, and if you go on YouTube too, you'll see there's a lot of guys who are like, my campaign won't spend, I don't know what to do. And honestly, it's from drop shippers who have the patience, they have zero patience. They have like negative 5,000 patience. So if their campaigns don't start right away, they freak out and they got to figure out every hack in the world to get it to go. But with me, I'm like, I don't think that's the case, that you need some trick or some stupid thing in order to get traffic flowing. I think the only thing is TikTok's just taking a sweet ass time to find, like, it's almost like you go into a queue for campaigns that are complete payment. And then when your time comes up for you to get traffic, it's like a big lineup at, like, for me at Tim Hortons every morning. There's a gigantic lineup of cars. I know I'll get my coffee. It's just going to take me like 10 minutes to get to the order thing, and then like 2 minutes to actually get it in my hand. So I got to wait like 12 minutes, right? It's not instant. I don't pull into Tim Hortons and go coffee and it's in my hand. But that's what people seem to expect with TikTok campaigns. They're like, I just pressed submit and now I don't have traffic. What is going on? This is ridiculous, you know? So don't be that person. It's not always 5 to 7 days, but I have had campaigns that literally took a week before they kicked on. And I didn't, with them, I just decided I'm going to play the long game and I'm going to see if I just leave the thing alone, if traffic will actually start, and it did. So the solution when you don't have traffic is don't do anything. It's just wait. And it's hard to wait because you think you did something wrong, you think you're missing the boat, you think this, you think that. Just wait. Don't let your brain trick you. Just wait it out. Traffic will start, okay? That was a troubleshooting thing I wanted to cover. Anyway, complete payment's what we want. And like other guys will say, go use view content, use add to cart, then it'll start better. Yeah, it'll start better, but the traffic is crap. It's no good. Just use complete payment and you're good to go. Now, I use select placement because I haven't tested these other two apps from ByteDance, which is what TikTok is. ByteDance owns TikTok. When you get your email receipt when you make a deposit to your ad account, it'll say it's from ByteDance, and you're like, who the hell is ByteDance in China? That's TikTok. Okay, so just so you know, user comments, I'm going to turn them off. Now here's actually, you know what? This one I'm going to turn on. I'm going to keep it on because when I've been doing this lately, they do say they want you to allow comments on your ads because they want engagement and they want people to see it. The only problem is now you got to deal with jackasses online. But right here under how to manage comments, if I click that, you're going to want to go through this because you're going to have to be managing comments, which is kind of the same as what we did with Facebook ads, right? I'll come back to this in a second, how to set that up, the blocked words and all that. So user comments, usually I've been turning them off, but I have found when I leave them on, traffic does go a little bit better. So that's kind of cool. What's this here invited? What am I invited to? Oh, a survey. Oh, gee, thanks. Video download, turn that off. And you'll see too, when you're scrolling through TikTok, I don't know why, but yesterday I was getting an ad like every 10 TikToks. And there was a couple of them, I'm like, ooh, that's a message card from ShineOn. Let me download that. But they had video download off, so I couldn't get it on my phone. And there are other companies that leave it on, so you can actually download and view them. So I do have a couple right now on my hard drive from TikTok ads that are very cool. But turn it off because we don't want our competitors taking, like, imagine somebody stole one of my fantastic videos, like, that took me forever. Like, imagine they stole this one. That took me like 2 minutes to create. I can't risk that. No, I'm just kidding. But don't do it. Turn it off. Creative type, we're going to leave that off. Audience, we're going to leave that. We're not going with that. You can exclude audiences like buyers, but you need 1,000 buyers before you can do it, so don't worry about that. Targeting, we're going to go with Canada, and we're going to go United States. You can basically go around the world too. You want, actually, you go Egypt, Korea, Kuwait, Qatar. So I'm going to do something crazy. Super crazy. That all the experts on TikTok think I'm nuts. I'm going to target every option I have with this because ShineOn has a warehouse in the US, in Florida, as well as Amsterdam. So they can ship to all these other countries pretty quick. When you do this, make sure down here that you do go to English. If you don't, you're going to be selling, like in Korea, you're going to be selling to, I'm assuming that's South Korea, because I seriously doubt North Korea has the internet. They don't speak your language, they're not going to be able to read it, you're going to be wasting money. So this is English, and this is like worldwide in this case. I'm going to do males. And I need guys that have a girlfriend, right? So let's go with guys that have a girlfriend. Now I'm assuming, well, 13 to 17, I don't even want to bother. 18 to 24, I'm going to remove it just because I know it makes up the bulk of it, but they just don't have the disposable income that a 25-year-old will have. So I'm going with kind of the older dudes that have a girlfriend. And yeah, guys that are 35, 45, 55 plus, they do have girlfriends. Some of them are divorced first. Some of them have a girlfriend while they're a wife. But anyway, interests. We're going to break this up into different ones. Now, there's the main categories. And if you click this little arrow, there's subcategories. And if you click on it again, there's more categories. So what I'm going to do is this is purely based on trial and error. The first time I ran this ever, I just went with the main categories, and each one of those has subcategories under it. But I know that each one of these, that second layer, this is like third layer categories, they have different demographics. So I'm going to do golf, tennis, soccer, fishing, swimming, sports underwear I'm not going to do, that's weird. Yoga and dance. Okay, so my first one is going to be golf. I'm going to target golfers with this. Worldwide golfers. Because they have I'm going to assume they have a girlfriend, maybe they don't. Put that up there. So this is a third level campaign. Scroll back down. Under behaviors, I'm not going to do anything. Although you could select a category and, you know, if they watch the whole video of that, odds are they're interested in it. If they like certain videos in certain categories, they're interested or commented or shared. But we can't really target by creators. Now, creator interactions, defined how they've interacted, and again, it's categories. So what I wish Facebook would do is say, I find a creator who's like talking about girlfriends all the time and girlfriend advice creator. Well, I would want to target that person with my ad for my girlfriend product, right? But they don't do that. They just do it by the categories, which I find completely useless, so I don't do that. So moving on, device, we're going to leave it to all. Versions are all, device model are all, connection type, carriers, all. Later on, you can look at the data and see what's happening with your, maybe it's people on Wi-Fi are buying, or maybe Android people are buying, but iPhone people are not. So you can do that. But right now, we'll just get rid of that. Leave it on defaults. Targeting expansion, we're going to leave this off because what that does is it basically says you have no interest. We don't want to do that. Budget is $50 a day for the campaign, but it'll split it amongst all the different ad groups. We're going to run it all day because we don't know what hours work best, and we are worldwide. So basically, we're going to get sales all hours of the day, even when you're asleep. Leave this all default. Go to next. Behavior setting. I don't have one. Well, that was weird. Anyway, go back through. I just hit the trash can button because I'm not sure why it even showed that. Now, on here, we want to be grabbing our URL. And then we want to be selecting our, yeah, that's fine. I put a volleyball as a profile thing there, just because it shows a volleyball up here now. You could put like a heart, or you could put something, you could put a face, whatever you want to do. We're going to actually upload a video. So the one video we can upload because it has music. So I'm going to go D drive, downloads. This one actually has music, so I'm going to upload that. Upload. And then the other two, I'm going to add music in the editor on the dashboard here. So you see that in a second. Confirm. So I got one. And usually it'll throw an error because I didn't enter any ad text, but I'm going to enter the ad text of perfect gift for her. Or we'll say this. Super short and simple. Under the call to action, we're going to do standard, and we're going to do shop now, the URL, we're going to paste that in there. We'll check it, then we're good to go. And then what I'm also going to do, before I go on, I'm going to create another one. So I'm going to hit submit, and I'm going to come back in just so I don't lose my work. So this just created the campaign, the ad group, and the ad, one ad. But I'm going to put 2 more in there, but I need to attach music to the other 2. So let me go back to campaigns. I just did that so I don't do something stupid like hit the enter button on the URL and lose all my work. So I'm going to go back to campaign. I'm going to go to number 5. I'm going to go to ads. Now I know I only have one ad group, so it's definitely in this ad group. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another ad. And this one is I'm going to upload. Oh, I didn't want that. Oh, you stupid. Leave. Trying to create a new campaign. Okay, try that again. This one. This one. Now create should work. There. So you have to select the campaign in the ad group to create the ad. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click create. And so I got a couple options here. They got templates, they got smart video, TikTok video editor, video template. I'm going to use the editor. So add popular music to your video and use editing tools such as our video cropper and object removal. I pretty much just want the music, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to do create new. Yeah. And I am going to upload the next one. Open. And then up here, so that's my material, that's my music, text, transition, effects, stickers. So once it's in there, I can pick my music. Transcoding. Because music is vital to any good TikTok ad. It almost matters more than the visual. If the visual is something that will stop somebody from scrolling, then you've won part of the battle. Then the music's got to keep them there. I'll go to music right now. So we got, I know you guys can't hear this, but you can click on it and click here. That's actually pretty Mexican fiesta-y. But what I want is kind of and I don't even know. She's on a wave, right? Tracks with high spend. Oh, that's cool. Trap action music. That's cool. Raindrops. That's cool. Field song. Nope, don't like that. No one. So they're just all popular. So that was pretty cool. Or most used. Yeah, that's a good one. That barely breathing is all over the place. I'm actually going to use this one. Okay, I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to go back here. So just drag and drop. And then you can go over here. You can hit the minus so we can zoom out and actually cut this. Hit the scissors. And then select that, hit delete. So all I did was I just took a part of that track and I created my whole thing. So let's go up here, the preview. That's how it's going to look. So it's kind of got a sexy little song attached to it, and that's what I'm going to use on the surfing video. Just for video according to the requirements. I'll give it a minute, TikTok. Don't be that way. And now you love me. There you go. All right, text is going to be, he deserves this. God damn it. There you go. And then the website, well, standard button. I'm going to do shop now. URL, going to be that one. And then we can preview it here. Maybe. Love it. I wish I was a little higher. And if my next one, I'm going to move that up. But for now, imperfect action destroys perfect inaction every time. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to add another one. And I'm going to add some lovely music to this one. So I'm going to click it. Oops. Still loading. This is where I should have hit submit. Delete this. Let me hit submit just because I want to save my work as I go. Because believe me, I've had to repeat stuff a million times and it's super annoying. You guys have even seen me do it live where I'll mess it up and then I have to repeat the stupid thing. So now, go back to campaigns. We're going to click on our ad group, on our campaign, selects it, brings us to the ad group, click on it, selects it, brings us into the ad. Now we can create our third ad, which is going to be up here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to attach some music to the third one. So we're going to scroll down to create. We're going to do, I just need the music, TikTok video editor, create. And we're going to hit this upload thing. We're going to go third one. Uh-oh, where's my third one? Did I not download that? Let me go back to Canva. Go home. It's this one, right? So this one I do know that when it's not going to fit. So I'm going to move this all up to the top, and on this part too. So I'm just selecting the bottom, holding shift, selecting the top, and then moving that up. And then I'm going to download that. Because I know there's too much junk in here on TikTok on the overlay. So once that's downloaded, super slow. Come on, fire it up, computer. Let's go. And I'll go here. I'll try and find that one. It's not it. It's not done yet. Still downloading, I'm guessing. Holy slow. It's not that big a file. It's only 13 seconds. Oh, well, I am broadcasting on GoToWebinar while I'm downloading a movie file, so that's probably why. Come on, you can do it. So close. Let's go. Come on. Killing me. Apparently it's frozen. Why are you gonna be that way? Okay, well, once this one does get in here, then we can do the same thing. Upload. Still not there. Why are you hanging? Don't do that. Finally, man. Okay, now be in there. There you are. Open. I'll have to probably take a bit to upload. Let's go to music. This one, she's kind of sitting there looking around. So what I can do is find tracks with high spend last 30 days. Let's go US, see what's happening. Sunrise. Retro jazzy chili. Comical honobono. No. That's not bad. It's this one. Huh. Ooh, that's cool. Funky Night. Alright, let's try last 7 days. What's the most popular? We saw this one. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. This one I hear everywhere. I'm gonna do this one. Okay, go back to the video. Drag that down. Hit the little minus. Hit the scissors. From the music, stop it. Okay, go back here now. And then hit delete. And now I've got that one. So let's see what that looks like. How's that for clickbaity blind stuff? Dudes might go for it. I don't usually do that kind because it's not even saying what the thing is. Let's say necklace, necklace. There, I'll tell them what it is. And then when they click it, at least they have some idea. I'm gonna go to standard, I'm gonna do shop now, put that URL in there. So that's just an ad I don't usually do, but I think it can work. And let's see what that looks like with all that junk covering it from TikTok. Simple, easy. And sometimes the simple stuff works best, so submit. There you go. Gotta do something a little bit different once in a while. All right, so you got 3 ads in your ad group. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create 4 more ad groups. But we're gonna do duplicates. So in order to do so, we go to, again, campaign. And just click on your campaign, which will take you to the ad group. Now here, we do copy, do 4, do duplicate, and then we will let it fill. Make sure it's all correctamundo. Next. Stop inviting me. I don't want to do your stupid survey. And then we're going to scroll down. Their duplication is super slow compared to like a Facebook thing. I almost wish they had an editor that you can download, do all the work on your computer, and then upload it. Like, honestly, the Google Ads editor is the best thing ever. Because they have not the online like dashboard, but the editor where you can download and do some really fast, funky stuff real quick. Because you're not having to use the internet. So click OK. So what that's going to do is put a bunch in there. Uh-oh. Oh no, rejected. Oh dear. I didn't like my creative. Which one? Oh, I know which one. Ooh, I didn't think it'd be that one. I thought it'd be this one. Why would you reject that? Oh, whatever. Okay, so now all we're going to do is go in here, edit. We're going to edit the interest. And in this case, we're going down third level on here. We're going to remove golf. We're going to search. Go down to sports and outdoors, sports equipment. We're going to do tennis. And I'll grab that, copy, save, scroll up. And I meant to change this thing to paste. Then we'll do this, edit. This one will be soccer. And I'll just change it here. Crap. Save. Well, I'll go to golf-3, and I'll change this one. And what do we do? Golf, tennis, soccer. Ooh, fishing. Love me some fishing. So even though it is outdoor equipment, if they like fishing equipment, they like fishing. So, I mean, that's pretty much a no-brainer, right? If they like soccer equipment, they like soccer. Tennis, they like tennis. Golf, they like golf. So I don't know why TikTok did it that way, but who knows? Just gotta work with what they give us. Now for our finale, knee protectors. That's okay. Let's do swimming. I'll have no comment on the knee protectors because I had an awesome joke, but I'm not going to say it. All right, swimming, paste, save. And they seem to be rejecting that ad all the time. So I'm going to go into ads for the campaign. And I'm going to find one they keep rejecting. There's a different one. It just says not delivering. Unless, yeah, it's approved in the other ones. Okay, screw that. Doesn't matter. So there's a campaign. The big boy sitting right there. It's at $50 a day. So you're like, oh crap, what do we do? Well, phase 3 creates automated rules. Now I already have rules in here. I'm going to show you how to create them. So when you go to manage rules, you can see what I've got in here. They're kind of already in here, but I'm just going to create the new ones just so you guys can see how I do it. So you go automated, create new rule. And the first rule is at the campaign level. If the total cost of the campaign over the lifetime is greater than $50 and it does not have a sale, then shut the thing off. And conversions over the lifetime is less than 1. I want them to turn it off, not notify me. Turn it off. They run this every day. So they're going to run this every day at midnight to check. That way, I'm safe. So there's my test budget of $50 and it's automated. Okay, that's rule number 1. Rule number 2, create a new rule. Now this one is at the ad group level. And we're going to say, actually, since I have 3 ads, this is at the ad level. Active ads. So if CTR lifetime is less than 1 and total cost lifetime is greater than, say, like $5, turn it off. Turn the ad off. That means the ad sucks. Oh, there's the lifetime. And conversion lifetime is less than 1. This is my exception to the rule. So if it's converting, but the CTR is less than 1 after it's spent $5, leave it running. If it's not converting and the CTR is less than 1%, it's spent $5, turn it off. Okay, that's at the ad level. That way it'll be turning off copy ads. And you'll see, we'll run this every day. We'll see which ads are best. So that's the ad one. Now at the ad group level too, automated, great new. And this is at the ad group level. And here's where we say, if it spends a preset amount on this ad group in general, but doesn't get a sale, then we want to shut it off. So I know I make on the mahogany box, I think it's like $50. And on the other one, it's like 40-ish. I'm rounding it off by memory. So I know if I spend $40, which is $10 less than my break even, and I don't get a sale on the ad group version, lifetime is less than 1. So if it hasn't got a sale after $40 spent, then I kind of want them to turn it off. Okay, so turn off the ad group. I'm gonna run that daily. Now I have done other ones where I'll run it every 12 hours, which is fine. You could do that if you want, but on this one I'm gonna run it just once a day. So this has basically all day to do what it wants. If you want to tighten the rules, you can run them twice a day, which I have done too. And I haven't really noticed all that much difference because with the campaign budget optimization, they are pretty good with shifting things away from ads and ad groups that are not working and putting them into the ads and the ad groups that are working. All right, now I'm going to take some questions here, but the main troubleshooting thing that I'm going to tell you, just to reiterate, you might come in here and you see tomorrow or later today, you're like, I just launched that. It has like 5 hours on it. Why don't I have traffic? Well, it's because of that mysterious lag time that they have on these complete payment campaigns for the conversion objective. I don't know why it takes forever, but it can. I've seen it take up to 7 days for traffic to start. So if you're not getting traffic, just let it sit. Meantime, make another campaign. Some of them will click right away. Some of them will take a day or two. Some of them will take like a week. It's really odd. It's random. I don't know why they do it. I also think they actually take some campaigns and they'll put them into a manual review and they won't tell you. Just like a random spot check, like a quality assurance check, and they won't tell you. So they've got real people looking at these campaigns. It says active when it should say under review. But I think they don't put under review because so many people, like all those drop shipping goofballs, they just turn it off right away and they start up another one, which is like more taxing on the system. This is just me probably overthinking it big time, but that's what I think. So the key is be patient. That's your main troubleshooting. And you've got rules in place to cut it when it's spent like $50 without a sale, when it's just gonna cut it. To scale these things, you just add more ad groups. That's the thing. And then you can do more campaigns at higher budgets with more ad groups the same way we did it, which is kind of number 2. When you go to YouTube and you're like, how to run TikTok ads, you'll see all this clickbait crap where a guy, I'll show you, it drives me nuts. I'm like, clickbait on YouTube is amazing. So if we go to TikTok ads, watch this. Well, that's not clickbait. That's not. 0 to 100K TikTok ads course. No, that's such BS. Like they put this, and then when you get in there, they're talking about the most basic stuff, and they never say what they actually did. Like ad budget, ad spend. 0 to 1.3K per day. TikTok ads case study. No, it's not. It's not. 16,412 in 48 hours. What? Like, is that what you sold? I don't know. These are just all these clickbaity ones. They say, it's like they're a Xerox machine of the exact same ad format that they've done. So be careful with that. Anyway, there's a bunch of questions coming in, which I love. So I'm gonna go through those and then we're gonna close her off. All right, so this is cool. Looks like a lot of fun. I need to get camp. Yeah, okay. Still waiting for ShineOn to ship to Canada. Yeah, they are pretty quick, but it can take a while to get from the States to Canada because of the border issues and now the trucker issues. And I can't remember what the deal is. The truckers have to be vaccinated to cross the border or something like that. Pain in the butt. Have you sold a lot internationally through ShineOn? Is it a significant amount? Not through ShineOn, but through Gearbubble. I've sold a buttload, and it is worth it. Can you play one of these ads so we can hear the audio? The audio is just music. I don't have my screen set. I'm just looking on GoToWebinar on the control panel, how to change that. It says computer audio, but I know it doesn't pull it when I play a video. I am not 100% how to do that on this, unfortunately. Maybe I could upload one so you can hear it, but it is just music. Do UTM parameters work on TikTok for tracking? They do. Yeah, because your tracking URL is just the ShineOn platform. So you could put UTM parameters in there because you're using Google Tag Manager anyway. So it should be picking up everything. Here's a good question. Why target all these sport interests for men? Why even narrow the age groups for men at all? Okay, so the age group thing, I narrow it because I know from a past experience, 18 to 24, they don't buy anything. They'll like it, they'll share it, they'll comment, they'll do all that stuff, but they just won't whip out their credit card and buy it. So the older you go with men, especially with jewelry, the better. I would even be tempted to get rid of 25 and 34, to be honest, and go 35 plus only. But that, when I do 35 plus, it's typically to my wife, not to my girlfriend. So yeah, these guys have girlfriends. You could try it. I've never had much success going too young with my ads. So on the interest for men, the whole point of this is to break it down somehow so that each of these interests is hopefully a different pool of the audience, or a different bucket of the audience within TikTok. So I know, okay, this audience is into swimming, this one's into fishing, this one's into soccer, this one's into tennis, this one's into golf. Which one of those 5 is going to respond best to my product? And that gives me more information going forward and more data that I could use, where I could actually say golf takes off and is getting all the sales. Well, I could either shut down everything else in here and just leave it on golf. But what I would also do is I'd be creating more campaigns with the golf theme in mind. And I would also be looking at creating ads where maybe it's a chick hitting a golf ball, or a woman hitting a golf ball, and or some golf thing, and we're trying to get their attention in the golf world because we know they're buying these gifts from us. So that's why I break it down, just for future use, basically, and to separate it out as best I can. I know a lot of people too will just go like, okay, here's my ad, US 18 plus, that's it. And that does work. It absolutely works, and it is a way. But I like this way too. So there's more than one way to do it. And there's no 100% right way either. To scale a successful ad, why not just increase the budget on one that is working rather than creating a new one? So my golden rule across the board, all time, for like 10 plus years with running ads, is if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Okay, so don't, every single time I increase the budget on anything, it just falls on its face and tanks. It's like you're resetting the whole thing down to nothing, and I don't do it anymore. So I'll just start a new campaign at a higher budget instead and let that one try. I find once these algorithms are tinkered with, once you change any setting or change anything within it too much, especially budget being the number one thing that I feel you can't change on anything, any platform. Facebook falls apart, Google falls apart, TikTok has fallen apart on me as soon as I increase that budget. So just don't do it. Just create a new one. Leave what's working, and go create a new one. It's like, it's like if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And one of the key reasons ad campaigns tank is people over tinker. They get in there and they start tweaking things. So, oh, this is working. Here, let me break it. Like, oh, my car's working. Let me go smash a window. Like, or let me accelerate really fast and see if I can get into an accident. You're just taking more risk. I wouldn't do it. Those are horrible analogies too, by the way. So yeah, you're testing the audience and the product, not just you're testing both. Still sitting at ShineOn since Monday, just following the UPS. Oh man. I think shipping right now is, especially international, which US, Canada, unfortunately, I mean, you can walk across the border. in some places, but it's international. That sucks. So do you basically copy the successful ad and then do a higher budget? Yes, that's it exactly. Would you create a second campaign with the same settings with a higher budget? Yes, you guys got it. Yeah, so if this turns out that soccer and golf are working, I'm going to leave this alone. And I'm going to create another campaign. I'm going to do soccer and golf. I could even do a copy, like, check this out, copy to a new campaign. I could create a new one right there with all the same settings, all the same ads, everything going. It's kind of like the cherry picker method, which came about from Google Ads way back in the day, where guys like me would run like 100, 200 keywords to target, and then we'd look for the ones that got the best sales, and we would cherry pick those out of the big campaign and put it into its own campaign and run it separately. And it always worked. So, I mean, all these methods that you see from us old guys, they're not really new to us, but you'll see a lot of new guys who take the old stuff we've been doing for years and, you know, put some lipstick on it and call it brand new. But really, there's no new methods. It's just, it's all been there, done that for quite a while. So, and the same things that worked on Facebook will work here. It's just the ads change because you got to do the video ad, and the ad format has to change because it can't really look like an ad. So on Facebook, we could run a video ad that looks like an ad, like an infomercial or a slideshow or whatever. On TikTok, that's not going to work because the attention span on TikTok is like 2-3 seconds. If they don't like what they see in that first 2 or 3 seconds, they're gone. And I know I'm like that too. I'm like, yeah, okay, nope, yep, okay, I'll watch this one. Yep, nope, yep. Like, it's amazing how the human brain can't focus very long if we're not interested in something, right? So, all right, those are great questions. I think, yeah, we went a little bit over time, but hope you guys got a lot of value out of that. One more coming in. Would you use the Canva ad templates for these ads? Yeah, absolutely I would. I did. I used 3. These are all Canva ads. So I don't because I don't have this product in hand. Yeah, I'm just using the ads from Canva that I created. And these are, when you look at them, you're like, yeah, that's Bush League. You know, that looks amateur, Will. Good. That's what TikTok looks like. That's why I did it, because it looks amateur. These might even look a little too polished for TikTok with the templates. But I'll tell you that, like I said, the best ads is you do an unboxing when you get it. Or do just hold it in your hand and film in the other hand and open it. Or if you have, say, it's me and I'm giving it to the wife, I might hand it to the wife and just take a video of her opening it. You don't have to put their face on it if they don't want their face on it. And then just record the audio. Say, hey, I was thinking of you. I got you this. And then record her opening it. And then have her saying, oh, well, that's super sweet. Thank you. That's an ad right there on TikTok for it. And then it says, buy now, shop now. Get her this. This is how she'll react. Reaction videos are wicked. So that's why the user-generated content videos work so well on TikTok. Because if it looks like a TikTok, it's going to do better than something that looks like an ad. Like the stuff I did kind of looks like an ad. It can still work, but we'll see. Numbers, data will tell. So yeah, is it mandatory to have the product in your hand? No. That's why I just did this today, because just to show you guys, it is not mandatory. It's helpful, but it's not mandatory. So, and then again, what I would do is, if you're going to sell the interlocking hearts, buy one, and then literally take your printer and print out your design and just swap out the card in the design in the box, and then you have an unlimited number of videos you can shoot, because all you have to do is print it from your computer and then swap out the card in the actual box and then take a video of that. So it's like a one-time investment to buy one version of the product, and then you're going to switch out the card so you have unlimited versions for your ads. Okay, hope that makes sense. All right, I am going to close it off with that. We are on to implementation week, and this is the last thing. So the next step is right here. Where's my forms? There. Go here, and you're going to start a thread that's going to say implementation week and your name. And then in that, you're going to update it with what you did. Okay. When you do that thread, you're entered into the draw for $100, the random draw on the next live session. So we're entering implementation week, which is a week of implementing. So I want to see the implementation threads in here, and you just update your own thread with each day. The ones that I see actually making money with my training are the ones who I see are implementing stuff and they're actually taking action. Because when you take action, you're going to manufacture your own luck. And when you get lucky, you get paid. So when you take action, it's like that one little domino pushing over the big ones. So all the people that I see struggling, or people that quit, or people that are like, yeah, I moved on to something else. I'm like, you didn't really move on because you never started. So you kind of you're looking at something else, but you're not going to take action on that either. So, I mean, best of luck, but eventually at some point in your life, you got to say, all right, time to put my focus hat on and my action hat and actually do something instead of just jumping from program to program to program. It drives me nuts. I see it all the time. And I'll tell you, like, about 60% of the people that join my stuff, they love it. They're into it. And then it comes time to, do it. They're like, meh, what else you got? I'm like, holy shit. Or what else is over there? Or, ooh, look, squirrel. Like, don't be that person. Just, everything is here. Take what I'm showing you and try and teach you and trying to coach you on and do it. Like, give it the old college try and you will succeed. Okay. And when you get stuck, which you will, if you don't get stuck, you're not taking action. Post. Ask for some help. That's why we're here. All right. I'm going to close with that. I think I'm going to get some sales soon on this one. See if I got any traffic. Yeah, see. Oh no, I don't have traffic. I launched it. Oh, what do? Well, I need some kind of hack. No, I don't. Just give it time. Oh, I already have impressions. Look at that. That's good. That's a good sign. That means it didn't go into that magical or mysterious review thing. They did disapprove the ad in 3 ad groups, but they didn't in the other 2. Why? Who knows? I don't know. I don't even bother trying to reverse engineer an algorithm anymore. I just keep pumping stuff out, and so it's like that spaghetti against wall thing. Some's going to stick and some isn't. If you worry about why it's stuck, then you're going to drive yourself nuts. All right, I'm going to close with that. You guys have a great day. I want to see those implementation week threads so that I can enter you into the draw for $100. I'm basically bribing you to take action to make yourself money. How's that? Okay, we'll see you soon. The next challenge is going to be posted soon on the forums as well. It's never ending. It's always, we always got some new angles, some new things we can show you. And it's just a matter of consistency, persistence, and don't give up. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you.